5784. Let's go.
Yes, we caught a fucking fish! Fucking yes, man!
Joe's happy. Oh, we're so away.
How do I play fish?
Oh, you motherfucker.
Largemouth bass.
1,101.
Holy fuck. Big.
Oh, he's happy about that. 1920. Get that dolphin out the way.
You look big. Please be a big fish.
It's really small.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Right Now. This is the moment, and this is your destiny. You have tuned in to twitch.tv/Sean Mall, and I am the eponymous he. You are switched on. I am wide awake. I have walked up and down the block because I had slightly too many enchiladas for lunch, and I have felt better. But today we will succeed. No jumper because I've just power walked up and down some big hills. Hello everyone. When I get cold again, it's going straight back on. Hello Big Popper. Hello Josie Russell. Hello Natalie. Hello Gomelon. Hello Burnzoid. Hello Funky Mr. Chicken. Hello Red Quixote. Hello Lambda Girl. Hello Darly Sam. Hello Fluff Weasel. Hello Captain Preston Frost. Hello Shaz. Hello Mono. Hello B Jam Jam. We just learnt hello Bungle Clungus. Hello A Good Pete. Another shout out for A Good Pete, actually. Shout out A Good Pete. Like that. I have to wait 57 minutes and 16 seconds before giving A Good Pete another shout out. I tried. Hello Grugru. Grugru, you can just include me in the main batch of friends. I'm glad that you've specified I'm also a friend, but just I believe then if that was true that friends would just cover me, so you don't need to like make a carve out for me. Hello, I hope we're okay. I've very much enjoyed learning that B Jam Jam has become a regular viewer of the stream through doing a master's project on Wikipedia, discovering I was doing a stream with the Museum of All Things. The problem is, no, there's a good problem and a bad problem. One is, naturally, like any streamer, I want to grow the channel, but I really, really, really don't want to do it through Twitch. To me, getting someone to watch the streams that wouldn't normally watch Twitch is worth 100 of people who would come in via like game tags. And so B Jam Jam's vector of discovery is probably as optimal as it gets, but is also the slowest possible method of channel growth. And therein lies the interminable foundational friction of the channel, I think. That's the real problem. I'd love to. I think maybe about 3 times a year I do a stream that I think's worthy of peer review in a journal. And because they take so long to organize, that's probably close to as many as I could possibly do. And so the rest of the time I'm just I'm just treading water, holding positions in a weekly schedule while free associating. Hello B&M Bandit, congratulations on the 10th stream. Hello Albrock, bit by brick assembling your wall of postgrad subs. Yeah. I do think getting people while they're doing their masters and before they've hit their post-qualification depression, you've got them hooked while they're in an excitable time in their life, but just as they're about to fall into a 2-year depression, at which point they'll have the Twitch app on their phone, and there we go. They're hooked. They're in. That's the ultimate Fishmas. That's when you really land a lunker. Hello, everyone. I hope you're all. Thank you, B Jam Jam. You pride of place on my trophy case. I really feel like I have won Fishmas. The vulnerable state of receiving an academic qualification. Who amongst us who possesses a bachelor's degree or above did not suffer clinical grade mental illness shortly afterwards? Who amongst us? What human brain is capable of surviving getting the certificate? I think I lost an entire year of my life just because I got a bachelor's degree. Just because it just ends you fall off this little cliff. You know what I mean? Yeah, the bigger the qualification, the greater the slump. You're just pulling back the elastic band, not realizing it's wrapped around your own head. I went to West Africa for a year for my master's. That option's not available to everyone, but I can see it maybe being quite a clever boomerang strategy to get out of the inevitable release of tension. I got a mental health breakdown during my degree. Josie, the older I get, the more I think that's the play and that's the meta. When I was doing my degree and I saw people drop out in first year, I was a little bit supercilious about it. I was a little bit like, they ain't got it, you know? They just can't handle it. They need a little bit of mama's fried grub. They can't, you know, they don't want to learn how to make horrible chicken pasta in the communal kitchen. But now I think that is the play. That's the play. Crash out in year one and then do something else. It messed with my head a lot. I was working and almost became an alcoholic. Well, there we go. Then it's the inevitable. You can't escape the inevitable. Who has read The Wizard of Earthsea? Because I see the post-degree depressive slump as the Gebbeth that will chase you to the ends of the earth. Might be too niche a reference, but if you read that book, you'll see nothing could be more opposite. The play should be becoming a seeing enemy. Red, check your privilege. That option's not available to everyone. You can't tell everyone they have to become a seeing enemy. It's a great book. It's a great book. Shout out to Ursula Le Guin, one of the absolute real ones. The Morley Prize, the most educated Twitch chat, B Jam Jam. Don't make the mistake of making that. Don't make the mistake. You've been very institutionalized. Don't make the mistake of thinking that means they're like easier to talk to. The thing is, right? As much as I say I value you guys more than the average Twitch chatter, we probably could use about 20% more directionless 23-year-olds. I really do think there's a certain... We're mostly in our 30s, and the most generous thing I could say about all of us, including myself, is that we are kind of an eccentric, idiosyncratic bunch. And probably you just need some kind of polyfiller to go in the middle of all that to ease out the cracks. We probably do want about 20% more 23-year-olds in here. I really need to start streaming on like the Valorant tag or something. Where would I pick up 23-year-olds? You know, in the middle of yeah, Red, come on. Of all the people, the person prescribing 1 year seeing enemy. You're the priest in the confessional booth saying, I prescribe 1 year of being a starfish. You would be kicked out. You're 24, you've got a master's degree, sorry. Whatever chill you possibly had was wrung out of you by the academy. Listen, I just know this. You've hung around here. Something's up. Oh God, that's really bad. Don't put that in the word phrase. Thank you, Bungle Clungers. You don't need to say you're 25 years old, Bungle Clungers. Your username is Bungle Clungers. Do me a favour. I could tell you're giving off some vibes. But are you chill? This is the point. We just need like We just need some seat fillers, you know? We just need some seat fillers because not everyone could be the most interesting person in the room. Problem was, I started watching your streams as a Directions 24. Yeah, but now you're on your own feet. You've got your own set of hobs, you know? I take no... I've played almost no part in that. But who knows? Maybe catching your first fish must fish. You know, it sets people about thinking I can do whatever I like, you know? The world is full of mostly rewardless, self-directed opportunities to do things for no reason. That, I think, if anything, is the object lesson of the streams. Wow, Dali, you're an older head than I thought. I feel like we're all interesting and odd here. Yeah, and that is beautiful. Okay, put it this way, right? Put it this way. You know, in the aquarium, you been to an aquarium? Do we like the aquarium? Last time I was in an aquarium, I noticed that in every enclosure that they have a fish in, they've got the fish that they actually describe in detail on the plaque. And it's beautiful, and it's come from some tropical clime. It's come from the seas of the West Indies, and it's got these iridescent scales. But no matter what, aquariums aren't unk, actually. Aquariums are back. Aquariums are so back. But no matter what the fish is, they've just got a bunch of grey fish in there as well, like minnows or something. They've got like just fish that are just in there to have more fish in the tank. And you just learn to ignore them. But they make the fish that has the plaque look cool. You're like, this fish is great because I can see what the average fish is like. No, you're not. I'm saying you are all the beautiful fish. But I think the aquarium would run better if we have more grey fish. No, not lurkers. I can't stand lurkers. I'm always trying to flush lurkers into active participation. I just mean people who would be... And let me try and give you the psychological profile. The only thing I can think of is that they've never had a calzone. They've never been curious about what a calzone is like. What other traits would they have? That's it, probably. Remember when the stream had a roll call? I can bring the roll call back. I just say hello to you all manually now. Josie Russell, you might not remember this, but when I brought the roll call out, some people made fun of it of being mechanical and impersonal. Bring back the welcome back. Don't you want a new feature? Oh, yeah, Lambda. I don't know if you've been around to know this. They are all transgender, yeah. Nobody did that. No, they did. Albrock, they did. Genuinely, when I brought the roll call out, people sarcastically went, oh, yes, how personal. What a personal touch. No, I haven't. Albrock, you respect me for deleting stuff. No, the yellow box is lovely. Look at this. Look at that. We didn't have that before. Anyway, there's only one yellow box. Anyway, we have a lot of good fun. Remember the warps? Listen, one, I didn't... Hang on, let me get big. I didn't systematically delete anything. And my hard drive had a genuine systems failure. These new hard drives, they're great. They've got great read speeds. But they go from working perfectly to complete failure. You all know this because the people here who aren't 23-year-olds are all computer scientists. You either are crashing out of academia or working computer science or are long-term on PIP. That's my audience. And so a lot of you know these hard drives are just waiting to melt. You're missing all these references. This is the problem, Lambda Girl. I love the old heads, and they're the backbone of the community, but they're nostalgic. They've got the nostalgia poison in them. I have no nostalgia for any of this. It's all my creation, right? This is my universe. You know, Hinduism got it right. You give equal precedent to creation and destruction. And there was a third person in there as well. I think maintenance. Who's the third god in the Hindu pantheon? Whoa, I'm a 21-year-old computer scientist. Would you like a 4 terabyte hard drive liberated from a CCTV unit from work? What's the read-write speeds? I think it's just nice to acknowledge the fun times in the past, but I feel bad because they're all gone. I get a bit defensive because I hated having them, and then they died. And then Chat Steroids is still around. We can play Chat Steroids literally right now. You want to play Chat Steroids? We'll play Chat Steroids literally right now. We can play it literally now. Yeah, all right. We'll play Chat Steroids. Oh, Lambda. Welcome to the community. You've got Lambda phrase. Is that the first Lambda phrase? Great. And now things that you've said innocently are going to be taken out of context and weaponized against you. That's the induction. No valid Unity editor license found. Please activate your license. What are you talking about? Why can't... What's happening now? Unity. Turn on Unity. Do I literally not have Unity?
Hello.
Oh, hello. Who's that? Hello, Kate. Okay, we can't play it right now. Looks like Unity wants me to reinstall and then reactivate everything. I don't... Maybe I could do. Download Unity. Download Unity. Is Unity on this computer? Yeah, it is. Just that shortcut didn't go to it. Sign in. Authorize. What's my Unity password? Sign in with Google. I sign into everything with Google. Should I be doing that? No, we're not experiencing disunity. If you really want to see disunity, try going on the Discord. Unity has made some changes. I can fucking tell. I can't get in. We're trying to open Unity Hub. You and me both. Okay, great. Great. We're in. Okay, Unity here and then Unity... Okay, this might still work. Unity has changed the locks. Yeah, what have I done wrong? You've chosen a random item from Bandit phrase. Can you stop playing with that poor robot? That does the phrases. It's mean and it's not big or clever. I designed the robots to be tortured. And I designed them to like it as well. I've also bred a pig that wants to be killed. Now, which version of Unity was Chat Steroids made in? It's so basic. It's just a bunch of lines. I'm sure it'll be fine. Who's had cheese today? Do you know? Last month, I had a bit of Wensleydale. I've been sleeping on Wensleydale. I've never been a big Wallace and Gromit head, I think, so I haven't had the appropriate conditioning. I haven't had the appropriate product placement, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Parmesan counts. All right, let's see if this still works. I haven't loaded up this project in, let's say a good 6 months. It still works. Okay, exclamation mark spawn to spawn your little guy. I'm not a Grom guy, yeah. I've got no real history with Grom. Quite a lot of people here. Okay, so if you haven't played this before, it's a kind of turn-based asteroids where you're trying to kill each other. So there'll be like 20, 28, 27 seconds left where people can still spawn in. And then you can put in like, then there'll be 60 seconds where it's trying to get an action from all of you. And your actions can be like move up, down, left, right, or rotate or shoot. It will display all the actions, I think. This is very much just a little project I made to learn Unity. Okay, so Sav, and I'm not sure, maybe Bungle Clungus have spawned on top of each other, which shouldn't be possible. Okay, choose your action. You go up, down, left, right. You can go clockwise, which is also the same as turn right, or you can go anti-clock, which is the same as turn left, or you can shoot. And the order of these actions are going to play out according to that list of actions that's on the left of the screen. I think takes you a moment to like get it, but then when you've got it, I think it's very straightforward. It's just it's all the plausible actions, and they're going to happen in that order. There was a script in there that's specifically made to stop people spawning on top of each other. Sorry to Sav and Bungle Clungus. I don't know what that's going to mean for you. I don't know what that's going to do. So Gregor Smith's going to go left. Where's Gregor? Okay. Our Tafki is going to shoot. So that's probably going to kill either Sav. Okay, now we'll just see it play out. Okay, Gregor, it says... Sorry, Sav. Something's wrong with movement. You can't move. I don't know why. The movement's broken. You can't move. I don't know why. Sorry, Burnzoid. It's not fair on anyone. I have no idea. I haven't looked at this project in a long time. It's not fair, is it? It's not fair when it doesn't work. Does it? Do I have a bug thing in the console for people trying to move? Nope. 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 No explanation of why you can't move. Good luck, everyone. Yeah, at the moment you can turn and you can... I don't know if the game can end, though, if you can't move. Yeah, you can't move, Jim. Bye, Gregor. Okay, good move from Albert. And also, people are supposed to be snapped to the grid, but now people are just floating around. Like, people shouldn't have been floating. I made this out of an asteroid. I learned how to make asteroids. I was like, I don't want asteroids. I want like a tactics. I want asteroids to be Final Fantasy tactics. So I'll lock it onto a grid. But that does mean that the physics engine is still there underneath it. So if you come off the grid, Bungle Clungus is not going to come back. Although it is asteroids, so you should wrap around. No, I think I think it's gone. Oh, good. I don't know if you're dead, though. I actually don't know if you've been taken out of the game or whether you're just off the screen. We'll see. When it gets to Bungle Clungus, we'll see if we hear a pop noise. Sorry, Captain. Sorry, Lambda. Oh, there's Bungle Clungus's bullet. Bungle, you're up there somewhere. You're not dead. And you're probably unkillable, so I think you're going to win. Can we not move because there's too many of us? I don't know. I don't know because we've never had this many people playing at once. So I can't say for sure. I'll need to look at the guts, you know. Oh, is Mono flying off as well? I wonder if I can... Okay, I can confirm that Mono and Bungle are still alive. I've got a different view where I can move the camera around. And Mono and Bungle are floating away at different speeds from the game. Mono is still facing the game area, so if Mono shoots, then that bullet will appear. Whereas Bungle is no longer facing the game. Oh, no, never mind.
I got that
wrong. There's
a small chance that
Bungle's bullet will come and kill... No, Bungle's bullet might not
appear.
I actually think that... What's happening? Okay, we're back in. What's happening with my voice? What do you mean? Oh. The button to move the camera in the Unity admin view is the same as the hotkey I used to add the voice changer. And I forgot because I was in a different context, yeah. Oh, by the way, it's a very small thing, but I changed the EQ on my mic. Because... oh, the screen's probably not updating because of this. There you go. Sorry. Apologies. I didn't realise that would stop the transmission. It looks like it's a great day for bread, Sansa. Oh, there's Mono's bullet. What's happening? What's happening? I think the game's really confused. How is it that angle? Because Mono got bumped off. Mono got bumped away. Hey, Bungle Clungus is still in it. If that action has appeared, then you must still be in it. Have you just shot yourself? No, bullets don't wrap around anymore. They can. That's Mono's bullet there. I assume. What's happening? Okay, and now it's going to... So Albrot's going to get killed here. Okay, goodbye, Albrot. But then I think this is a stalemate. Yeah, what are you getting at? I've heard candles are good this time of year. Does your wife like the smell of vanilla pods? Where did you hear that? DFS? DFS adverts? What are you getting your mum to buy you? A ceramicist she loves does a few drops a year on her Etsy, and a drop just went live at 8 p.m. and is already all sold out. That's so sad. I got my sister-in-law candles. Look, I'm just going to say I think this is a stalemate. Bread, Gomelon, Jim, Mono. Do you think it's fair to say this is not going to resolve itself? I'm just going to check what Albrot's posted here. Oh, this is pretty good. Do you mind if I show everyone? I think they want to know. This is what Albrot's wife's getting for Christmas. It's a walrus. Is it a walrus? Yeah, it's a walrus. How did someone die? Who died? How did Gomelon die? That's what Albrot's ball looks like? What do you mean, like scrotum? Quite rude. Yeah, it could have been. Do you want to take a look at the actual game and see? Here's the actual editor, and then if I zoom out, there's Mono down there planning on shooting, and then up here is Bungle, who is also planning on shooting, and then here's the real game. Moving back, I suppose I could. Oh, not in the way of the bullet. Sorry, Bungle. Hang on.
I'm gonna
put you back on the game. And then I'll do the same with Mono. Oh, no, that was your nameplate. I need your actual object. Oh, sorry. Mono, you can't move. I'm moving you. Okay, then if we go back there, oh, they're just going off again, though. Should we just call it a, this feels illegal to see. It's good, though, isn't it? It's a good scene behind the curtain. Isn't it nice when someone lets you see how the sausage is made? It feels like I've done Bungle a disservice here. Let's just let's just save their life. Oh yeah, sorry. That must be very sort of disorientating. I don't mean to disorientate. I'm here to delight and thrill. Is Jim even still here? It's too late. Okay, so Mono's shooting, but Mono's shooting twice. Oh yeah, people might have two actions at this point. Surely Jim and breast? Do you mean bread? What have you been teaching your autocorrect? Don't start with breast, Santa. They'll never live it down. The worst thing is they'll probably enjoy it as well. Jim and breast. Can I just get permission from anyone to call this a stalemate? I think this is nothing now. I think there's no game element here. I think this is over. I think we're done here. Let's just see this one play out. I wish people in war would act normal. And I'm not even talking about here and now. No, we're still in it. There's still action. There's still movement on the field. Look at that. And now I'm going to call it a stalemate. Look, it's over. I was going to say we did it. Nothing happened. I'll fix that up. I've got Christmas time. Should we do some dulls? It wasn't rigged. It was the opposite of rigged. It was fucked. It was wrecked. Do you fancy some dulls? Should we do a when taken? I call sorcery. I don't know. Did it really look like there was an almighty power at place there? It was hardly functional. Well, no one won, but Jim lost. But, you know, that wasn't my fault. I just inadvertently contributed to it happening. Thought you were offering us dolls. Yeah, would you like a doll? London? Is it? This could be anywhere. Oh, London. Yeah, that's London. Yeah, I think it's London. I think it's London in 1993. Crown Jewels. Oh, it's the Crown Jewels Museum. Where's King of Time? 1993, London. Done. It's probably... I don't know my London that well, which is a shame because there's only one of them. Actually, that's not true. There's a few Londons, aren't there? I don't know any of them, really. The Queen. The Queen. Let me think, because I know you all know it. Let me think. The Queen. Where's the Queen? Where's the Queen? That's where the money is. That's where the politics is. So, by that logic, the Queen will be... Where's the... I'll go in more. Where is the Queen? Where are you? You'd think it'd be big, wouldn't it? Big. Queen. Tower Bridge, that's quite famous. Wapping. Gherkin. St. Paul's Cathedral. Royal. That's got Queen written all over it. Royal. King's College, London. My nose sniffs. This will be where the Queen lives. British Museum. You'd have no, that's just stuff stolen from other places, isn't it? Where are you, the Queen? Where? Buckingham Palace. That's very plausible, isn't it? She's there at least some of the time. We'll pop it there. That's probably right. 1993. I got there in the air. I didn't want any help. This hurts. You need to Listen, I don't want to say this because people I don't like. This sounds like it's coming from a place of bad politics, but you need to toughen up. If you can't handle my cursor hovering over central London saying, "Where's the Queen?" then this stream is going to be too harmful to you. All right, I'll do 1987. I don't want Albert to shout at me. It was the year 2000, thank you very much. Listening to Albert, I've sworn it off. Oh, we weren't even in there. Where were we? I said we were at Buckingham Palace, but actually we were at the Tower of London. Who cares? I don't mind. Crucially, I don't mind. That's really crucial information. Here we go. Here we go. Palm tree. Jackson's. Wow, you just can't pass out neon signs when they're not on. Jackson's rope companion. ROPES COMPANIONS. Rope companion. Jackson's rope companions. Prescriptions? Yep. Okay, so a pharmacist. Then we've got some majorettes. Then we've got the Illuminati. Okay, so the Illuminati was an Italian organization formed in the tail end of the 18th century. Oh, Dr. McGanity, DC, District of Columbia. So this is Washington, D.C. during the Illuminati times. Masons? Oh, it's all the same. You're splitting hairs here, I think. California 52? Rope companion, yeah. New euphemism dropped. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. You could just project a whole world of storytelling onto this guy. Oh, he's looking after a child. Never mind. I've just projected a guy who's sort of really down, shoulders hunched, nothing left, no joy. No, just looking after this child, really. Any of the rope companions in the chat? Yeah, that's how you flush them out. I didn't want to say Burnzoid. I don't want to speculate on the child's appearance. I feel like nothing good will come of it if I'm wrong. But the child does seem to be at least wearing a wimple. We can say that much. You wouldn't expect palms in DC? Yeah, I don't know. Palms, California. Palms, Florida? Where else has palms? Where in America has palms? Must be Palms by Albert, right? Isn't there a Jacksonville in Florida? Are you going off this being called Jackson? I think that's enough to go on. My neighbor has a palm tree. Yeah, and what state do they live in? A state of euphoria. California and Florida. Well, this looks like a place I'd see in the movies. Looks like a place. Looks like the kind of streets you'd see in Vertigo. So, 1930s California. 1930s California. And we're looking for Jackson, California. Okay. Jackson. I don't know anything about America. I only know what Albert's told me. Victorville, where the film archive is. I suppose I know a little bit. Jackson. Is that going to be a place around Los Angeles, or is it just going to be its own little town somewhere else? I'm not saying do it, but it feels a bit Miami to me. If you think the architecture lines up, then we should go for it. We got a Greg head here. I'm a big Greg head, yeah. I'm not signed up to the Hey network. I'm behind the times. Sometimes Tim has a point, though. You got to say he loses his temper, but sometimes he's got a point. I know I have Albert, but they're still there. They're all there for me. I spent a while getting Jam up to speed, but it was mainly so I could show her the trial because I knew she'd love the trial. But I haven't really watched beyond the. That's how far out of the loop I am. I haven't really watched beyond the trial. Should we go? And you know what, Albert? We have discussed this because you sent me a Google Drive with all of Decker in it, which I have found as a tremendous resource, and actually passed that on to some other people because you can't reliably get it over here because the ownership of Decker and region locking has made it very hard to watch it all. Let's go over to Florida. There's no one. Well, yeah, there's no one currently here. Look, Jacksonville. Jacksonville's right there. Jackson. It's going to be here. Bam. It's going to be here in 1934. Bam, bam. You must enter it. That's what I'm trying to do. Thank you. 3. Let me put 3 here. 1934. It was in California. It was in Anaheim in 1950. I said not to do it. Oh. But that is, for me, that's a little bit like don't think of a polar bear, you know? It's just not possible. Looking for flags, looking for signs, looking for colours that might represent a flag. These plates, maybe? Or are they bowls? I like them. East Africa? Why are you saying Sean to me? Listen, I don't want you to make it sound like you've upset me, but when people say like Sean or oh come on or how could you do that, it's a sign that you don't have the fortitude to play dull with me, you know? Like, you sound like you're in pain. Make sure you take breaks, okay? Sean crashed out one time because I said look when he was in the Wiki Museum. Yes. And I've learned now, I'm completely reframing it. I'm not talking in terms of you learning how not to be rude. I've given up on that. It's not going to happen. But I'm now concern trolling. I'm framing it in terms of like, you seem to be suffering. And therefore, if I see you saying those things in the chat, it means you're suffering and you should take a break. Okay. So we're thinking East Africa. So what are our we got Zimbabwe, we got Mozambique, Malawi, Zambia, Tanzania, Kenya, Somalia, Ethiopia, South Sudan, then Sudan, but a lot of that's desert. I think Kenya, then I'm going to go with that. Then I'm just going to go with it. Let's just pop it in Nairobi. 80s? Nah, I'm saying, all right, let's do 1993. There's a trend I've learned. If your gut is telling you a year, add 13 years on top of it. And my gut looked at this and I thought mid-80s. And then Mono said 93. And I thought, yeah, that's the rule. Your gut tells you something and the truth is 13 years after that. It is a nice photo. 1971. Couldn't be more wrong. But it wasn't Kenya, but it was Tanzania, which borders. Does it border? Does it? Where are the borders? Well, either way, it could be worse. What do we get points? Pretty good on location, quite poor on year. I didn't listen. And we all suffered. A France. One of the Frances. Oh, hello. Exposición Casacopa. Hang on. This is Spanish on top. No. Is this Spanish on top? It is. But that's French. So it needs to be a French-Spanish place. .com, that doesn't help us. La Route des Princes. And then that's French. But the places... Now we get to know what bar is in all three languages. There's some massive clues here. Is it a French airport that's right next to the Spanish border and everything that's worth going to is in Spain? Bar, bar, bar. Bar, bar, bar sounds like a bloody sheep. That's really good. Do you know, some of you can be quite funny when you try. That's Barcelona, but blurred? No, it's not. There's a bar over there. It's areas of interest, and it's going, there's a bar. And then because of, like, strict to the letter language laws, they've got to put in all three languages, but the languages, it's an English loan word, so it's bar. It's a port. It does say dock, I guess. Catalonia. Bar, bar, bar. Casa Copa exposure. Oh, hang on. The third one is English. That is a huge clue. But, oh, that's sailing. This isn't planes. This is sailing. And you can get vol-au-vents. I love a good vol-au-vent, me. This is the sea. This is the sea. What flags? We literally saw this same building. Yeah, we did. We did. But where was it? Martijn was saying it was in Rotterdam, but that was so way off, and I don't remember where it actually was. Valencia. Yes, the guy in the shell suit. No, I remember the picture. I just don't remember the actual... I don't remember where that was in the world. Okay, so it's in Valencia. I mean, that's good enough for me. Valencia by the sea. That's enough to get 100 out of 100. It's probably just here. It was by a big bridge, wasn't it? So it's probably around here, right? This is their big port. Bio hub, Angels, the terminal hub. Puerto de Valencia. I mean, it's got to be close enough to the Puerto de Valencia, right? Yeah, it's pretty generous on space. Now we got to go beyond location and get a really good read on how these two people are dressed. 2013. 2013. This guy is currently watching Lost. This is what I'm going to tell you about this guy. This guy is currently watching Lost. Lost has started, but it hasn't finished. It was Lost on in 2013. Yeah, there was like 5 seasons of Lost. Started in 2004, 2009. He's still watching Lost. This guy loves Jack. He wants Jack and Kate to get together. 2009. This guy's watching 24. You can watch them both. They were concurrent, weren't they? 2013. Was Lost still on? When did Lost end? All right, he wasn't watching Lost. Well, he was watching it on DVD. All right, it's pretty good. 96 out of 100 for location, 100 out of 100. 96 for time, 100 for location. He probably has watched Lost. Oh, yes. People give Europe a lot of flack, but this is the good stuff. Oh. Oh no, where is it? St. Peter's Station. Vondel. Is this... Yeah, Vondelgem. Vondelgem could easily be a Flemish place. This does not look like Flanders in the slightest, though. This doesn't look like Flanders. Although, with all the respect in the world, these people have a real Belgian look to them. Look, could be Luxembourg, though. Luxembourg looks like this. This could be Luxembourg City. Luxembourg 100% has a castle like that. I think Luxembourg. I think Luxembourg's such a good shout. It just looks like it. These people live, because you'd think, I keep thinking St. Peter's Station makes me think like St. Petersburg and therefore Eastern Europe. And actually this here could be quite a lot of places in Europe. This gives me a tiny more Central Europe vibe. But
The
place, Vondelgem, or I don't know what language it is, so I don't know how to pronounce it. That's got a Western Europe energy to it. Yeah. I think there's a place in Amsterdam called Vondelpark, which makes me associate Vondel. Vondel is a Dutch word, right? It's Ghent. I've been to Ghent. Never went to the castle though, but it's a place that could have a castle. It's old as... Yeah. Yeah, go on. Go on. I don't know if Ghent still has streetcars now, but let's Ghent it. I got a lot of fondness for Ghent. For a long time, I've kind of been rerouting. A lot of Brits who go to Belgium, they go to Bruges because of the Colin Farrell film. And I'm always like, give Ghent a go. You'd love Ghent. Bruges is simply fine. All right, I guess it's by the castle. I want to go to Ghent. You'd love Ghent. You'd love Ghent. Castle of the Counts. I mean, that's probably it. And it's next to this tram stop. So it's probably taken from literally here. Are we going to get the smallest possible? You could never get into Ghent. You'd love it. You'd love it. All right, time. Oh, okay. This is giving me 87. This is giving me 87. I'm getting big 1987 from this. I was 3.7 meters away. Look at that. Hang on, how was I that far away? Oh, they took it from a little further back from the street. They actually stepped back a bit to get a better shot. That's pretty good. That, I'm never going to get better than that. I was less than 4 meters away from where the photo was taken. Yeah, it really was a boon, Shaz. Within 4 meters is insane. Ooh. A while ago, I said we got our personal best. I think this is less, right? We've done better than this in the past, I think. Is that right? So I think that is just how I am, Sav, that I can do something in Ghent within 4 meters, but I don't know where the Tower... I'm not even sure what the Tower of London is. All right, we'll do another one, and then we'll maybe... Do people want to continue No, I'm Not Human? Wish it track scores. Yeah. Do I have a profile? My stats. No. Oh, no, is that the best score that anyone ever got? My best score is 962. That can't be right. I'm never... Wait, what? We're never beating that. We're never beating that. When did I get 962? I haven't even played it that much. That's pretty good, though. That's pretty good. Listen, Burnzoid, I understand what you're saying completely. I've taken the messages from your community into advisements. What I can tell you, which may not be obvious from the outside, is that sometimes when I listen to you, I'm right. And sometimes when I ignore you, I'm wrong. And I don't have the skills to know which is when and what to do ever. Okay. So do you want to... We'll do another dull game. We need to find a better name for them because it sounds like I'm calling them dull games. And actually, I think they're mint, they're class. They're absolutely Boba Fett. And then we'll do some more No, I'm not human. Does that sound all right? Have I got buy-in for that, for the docket? Have I got some docket buy-in? Food guesser? I've bought it. Bought it big time. All right, let's try. We'll do a quick play. No, let's do the daily. Let's obsess about the daily. Okay, ingredients. Flour, water, salt, egg, beef broth, onions, carrots, garlic, oil, and parsley. This dish features irregularly shaped pieces of dough made from flour, water, and sometimes egg that are dropped into a vegetable, beef, or chicken soup. It's a kind of dumpling, except it's just the dough. It's like a dumpling, but you haven't put the stuff in it. Korea? I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, I was thinking Eastern Europe. Where's the pierogi from? Is a pierogi Polish? Yeah, Captain, I was actually going down the same line of thinking. The idea of putting a bit of beef in a dumpling and then putting that in a broth makes me think of pierogies and stuff like that. So the idea of just not even bothering to do the complicated bit of sealing the dumpling and scoring it, and you just put the flat wedges of dough in, why not? Pumpkin, paprika. Yeah. We've had pumpkins in Europe enough for them to be in traditional dishes, though. Like, I'm not getting South America from this. It could also be Hungary. I don't have a granular enough knowledge, really. It could be anywhere from Serbia up to Poland. So what I think to do as a kind of simplifying gesture is just pick the country with the greatest landmass, because bigger countries probably have more foods, and Poland's quite big. Ice cold. Okay, South America. I think if it was in Hungary, we'd at least get a warm or a cool or something. Ice cold means like not even in this continent. So I think we're going to go Southeast Asia, or we're going to go South America. The paprika is suspicious and makes me think South America. So let's just go straight to Peru. Borders Peru. Okay, good. What's directly south of Peru? Yeah, good, Martin. I went the same way, but for pumpkin and paprika. Chile. Yep. This is pantruca. Pantruca is a traditional Chilean dish consisting of irregular pieces of cooked dough cooked in a soup of broth. A soup or broth, or a soup of broth. The dough is made from basic ingredients such as flour, water, and salt, sometimes with the addition of egg or fat. Yeah, pretty good. A bread. This is huge. This dish is a festive, slightly sweet and spiced bread. It's a flatbread, immediately making me think Middle East. Bread, yep, good. Good one, Shaz. Pakistan. Cardamom, sesame seeds, optional raisins. I could go Pakistan. I don't know how to be more like granular than being like, it's a flatbread. Sesame seeds and cardamom helps. Afghanistan. Yeah. Lebanon. No. I've had a lot of Lebanese flatbreads, and I'm not used to this kind of ring shape. Armenia, Lebanon. Cardamom makes me think Baltic. I don't think it's Baltic, but it could be. Well, Lambda Girl thinks Baltic now as well. So now I think Baltic. I've changed my mind. Tibetan? I don't think so. I don't think they eat a lot of bread in Tibet. Korvapusti? Could be. Cardamom also popular in Scandinavia. Bread is just popular across Europe. I think Grugger is smart. All right, we'll do Lebanon. Warm. Oh, it's south of Lebanon. South. Vaguely south. South of Lebanon. Yeah, I was thinking Egypt. Israel. Oh. Yeah, that's an obvious place to guess when it comes to flatbreads. No. South of Israel. Egypt. Jordan. Oman. Yeah, you're right, Martijn. I just made a leap between Israel and flatbreads and my enthusiasm got the better of me. Oh, Himbasha. Possibly Africa then. Ethiopia, yeah. That name feels Bantu. Oman is a shout. Let's try Ethiopia. Himbasha, also known as ambasha, is a traditional celebratory bread from the Horn of Africa, specifically Eritrea and Ethiopia. It is a type of flatbread often associated with festive occasions and cultural rituals. Round in shape, Himbasha is known for its distinctive decorative patterns, often made by scoring or imprinting designs on the surface before baking. Little orangey baklava-like things. This dish is a delicate pastry characterized by its thin, flaky layers and sweet egg custard filling. Yeah, I'm thinking Greece. Could also be Italy. Or Portugal. Or Portugal. Could be anywhere, yes, but we're just listing everywhere we could think of. I could go for a bit of this as well. Greece? Are you all just thinking baklava and therefore this? I don't know. I don't know if I'm getting Greece from it beyond the flaky pastry and the phyllo dough. It could be very I'm thinking Portugal, but I'm going to put Greece in. And if it's pointing in any way west, I'm going Portugal. I'm warm and it's pointing west. I'm warm and I'm pointing west. It's what I said. Pastel de Tentagal. I should have just trusted myself, really. Pastel de Tentagal is a traditional Portuguese pastry that traces its origins back to the Tentagal region in Coimbra district of Portugal. I wish I knew how to pronounce every language. We did pretty well here. We're a superfood. That's the best score I've ever got. That's the best I've ever got. Anyone who lives in Sheffield, I don't know if they do it, but there's a really nice Portuguese place up in Crooks. I don't know to whose benefit that is. Mono, have you had the Portuguese place in Crooks? It's very nice. Don't get their sandwiches though. But they do a good pasta de nata. There was a good duel that Pete played earlier. I think 2's my limit. Otherwise it'll be dulls all night. And I like to segment out the stream. So we've gone from we've opened up, we've had our big argument, then we've played some dulls. And I think, to me, and I don't want to reveal the superstructure of how I'm thinking about the streams, but I think if we open up and we have a big argument, and then during the dulls we get out of our frustrations, then we're just calm just to play a game and actually engage with the narrative without having to bicker anymore, you know? When did we have an argument? Did we not argue in the beginning? Maybe not. Maybe we're doing better than ever. I think our communication skills are through the roof. Did we really not have an argument? I know, Fluff, and that's fine, and I think we should all celebrate that. That's why I think we needed a few 25-year-olds in. That Portuguese place in Crooks is ace. The custard tarts are to die for. I won't die for them, but I will celebrate them while living. Hello, Tales or whatever, by the way. How are you? Have you got any shows to plug coming up in Sheffield? Also, which of Tails or whatever is operating this account, just so I know who I'm talking to. Sean was shouting at Albert. Well, the future is a long expanse filled with everything. I'm sure there'll be opportunities. Okay, we need to get this off. I love that background music, but even I get driven a little mad by it. You want to turn off the jaunty BGM? No, not really, but I appreciate that I have to. My kid is watching and is 20-something. That's pretty good. Are they chill? Okay, this we're continuing our playthrough that we started last Friday. We're living in a world where the sun has become so hot you can't go out during the day, and non-human people have started crawling out of the earth and will kill you if you're at home alone. And so it's a game of suspicion. It's a game of body examination and suspicion. And if I remember right, I was too big and chat was too big to like read everything fine. So I need to make these things a bit smaller. We need to get like cute and diminutive. Okay, let me know. Can you see okay? Can you hear okay? Is your mood okay? Let's take stock of who we've got and how we are. So we had a woman in here who was quite diagonal, but then we killed her because she was an alien. And I'm going to keep calling them aliens, but know that I mean like someone who is other, not someone from space. Okay, I'm just checking myself. Oh! You can perform a body check on yourself. Let's. So every day we've got 3 pieces of energy, and we can use that to examine the bodies of anyone that lives here, including, as we've just discovered, ourselves. And the symptoms, let me just see what you can examine again. The symptoms we're looking for are perfectly straight teeth, hands with dirt under the nails, bloodshot eyes, or hairless armpits. Yeah, the authorities took him away. So the people who live with us currently include this girl who wants her mommy. And we're just going to ask her what happened.
I don't know. They came in and started talking, and Dad said they were wrong, and they said, Daddy! Daddy!
Okay, I'll talk to you more tomorrow. The girl doesn't even hear you. She's completely absorbed in her grief. All right, that's the girl. Okay, and this is who we've got now. So we've got this person is confirmed not a visitor. For a long time, I wanted to shoot them in the head, but I was wrong and they are human.
It's so stuffy in here.
Let's just ask if they've seen their husband.
I can barely even get out of bed.
Actually, last time this person was a brummie, weren't they?
Everything hurts and I'm exhausted. I'm pretty sure I'm only alive, still out of spite. Everything was on me. The kids, my husband, the whole house. But sometimes he did things that made it almost tolerable. When we talk later, I need to rest. I feel like I'm about to pass out.
All right. Then there's this guy. This guy seems like an out-of-work actor.
Man, I'm just dying for a drink.
Oh, yeah, what did you mean when you said we were immortal?
Well, you could shoot yourself in the head and see for yourself if you want. But I'd recommend against doing that if I were you. Of course, we're not immortal in the way you're thinking. After death, we reincarnate and live again. Then we die once more, and the cycle of rebirth continues. I know how that sounds, but if you'd seen what I'd seen, you'd understand. Maybe the visitors were once human, then reborn. I can't say for sure. I don't know how this shit works. I'm certain nature keeps plenty of secrets from us. But I'll find my daughter one day. I'm not sure if I'll do it in this life or the next, but I will. because we never truly die.
Okay. Catbox could play this guy as a bit. Come on. We're talking about Catbox. Catbox would play anyone for any reason. Oh, okay, and we got someone else.
Kitty is here. What more do you need?
And why? Why are you here?
What a dumb question. You opened the door. Ask yourself what for. What am I for? It's all the same to me. Place is place. Said go here, so went here. I don't want any nothing. Not you. What matters is you keep place comfy for Kitty. The rest, who care?
Okay, I think that's everyone. Shoot woman, now we have cat. We have 3 actions, and we also have the basement, which I'm going to call the cellar. But, oh, I've remembered something. The visitors come from out of the earth, so is this not a potential entry point for visitors to get in without us having to let them in? Just a thought. Someone said we need the cat, that there was some prophecy and that having the cat would, I don't know, do something. What do we want to do? Does the phone use up our energy? Should we ring our neighbour? 384028. Oh, no, sir. 834028. Phone. Really? 834028. Phone. That's a dial tone, right? Oh. Okay. Goodbye. Oh, yeah. You want to test... Josie says, check the child. The child that's with the woman in the sitting room. I don't know if I can test them separately. I think I can only test the mother of this one. I probably should have called them before they died. It's best to ring people before they die. That's so good. Yeah. So this woman has her child, and then in the kitchen is a completely separate child. And it's not the child that came with her. No, it's a second child. I mean, in the absence of all else, I should just pick someone and test them. The child with the woman now is not the child that came with her. Really? Is that a new child? The first kid got et? All right, be that as it may. Who am I testing and why? And what's our rationale? Because I think in the absence of all else, I should just test someone and just see. Just see what I can learn. Or I test myself. Is there a woman with cat? Was it the tall woman who had the cat? I think the best test I can test on myself is my hands, because I definitely haven't dug in the ground. And it's good to know if I'm one, I think. Okay, I don't have dirty fingernails, so I'm not one. I'm clean. And we're going to check the cat woman. I think given her propensity to wear this kind of top, she probably shaves her armpits. Not that she ought to. People can live how they want to live. But she probably isn't going to intentionally have bloodshot eyes. She looks like she might already have dirt under her fingernails anyway. And her teeth look pretty straight, so I'm thinking eyes. Why would you? I want to know if I'm a one. I want to know if I'm a one of them. The stoner guy got taken away by the authorities last time. He got vanished. We could do the fingernail test. I'm just not so good at spotting the dirt.
I dance. Why interrupt to look at dancing hands?
Are they... Do they look dirty? They look really dirty, don't they? Yeah, the cat claw marks we can rule out, but the fingernails... Is there a chance they're just painted a dark colour? Because they look really dirty. They look unambiguously like they're discoloured. To me, that's just what dancers look like, not on the fingernails. I've met a dancer and they had immaculate cuticles. I could do another test. Dancers famous? No, they don't. They're so clean. Sweaty, maybe, but clean. I think we should just shoot her in the head and keep the... I think we should just kill her now and save the energy and then check the actor. No. They're not sweating on their fingernail. Dancers sweat everywhere else. Won't that annoy the cat? I'm not going to tell the cat. If you don't tell the cat, I'm not going to tell the cat. Cats can't work out from context clues that their owner's been shot. They don't know about that kind of thing. They're simple. They hunt mice. I think we shoot. I just want to check, is anyone on team just shoot her and save the energy? Can you put in chat, just shoot, JS for just shoot, or ST for second test, so that we can test her again and get more confirmation that she's a soil person? Yes, but if I don't waste the energy to sleep, then I can... okay, one for just shoot, second test, just shoot, second test, befriend. I guess we'd call that second test. All right, we're mostly second testing. All right, we're second testing. He is alive. She's just in the corridor. All right, one more test. I'm going for the eyeballs. And if the eyeballs are red, this is an alien. I think eyes. Because her teeth already look straight. I think she's likely to have shaved armpits because she's a dancer. Eyes. I mean, that's bloodshot, right? That's a bloodshot eye. We can agree on the basics here, right? This person's cruising for a bit of bullet. This person's a bit bullet hungry, if you know what I mean.
Don't like the red blood? You spill much every hour, every day, yet love it you do not. Yes or no? That's what she wants. Never thought she'd favor big idiot.
All right, so probably for the best in the long run. Probably needed to do that. And now we go to bed. Good night. And if we're lucky, no one gets killed in the night. Can we look out here? No, don't look that way. Not anymore. Fine. Wait, I can look out the windows, right? You see a human skull decorating a stake, still wearing a helmet. Its skin has been burnt black, and it looks like someone has yanked out its teeth. The head must have been out there all day. You can't shake the feeling that this grisly display is a threat, probably left behind by that creepy pale visitor. Okay. So in terms of how to play this game, you want to make sure you've got some humans in with you, otherwise someone will come and kill you. But once you absolutely know that someone that you live with is a human, why not just not allow anyone else in? Just continue to live with that one human. You're looking at the ruins of your neighbor's house. A happy family lived there until recently.
Now, only a ghostly shell remains. A strange feeling overwhelms you, as if you knew this was coming. As if death was coming to that house, oh so very soon.
Sometimes they leave. Why would you leave? It's dangerous out there. Okay, so who have I got? I've got the little child, who honestly I should probably... I don't want to have the little child anymore. All right, who have we got?
Good evening. I'm with Suma. We're running a routine inspection in your neighborhood. Don't worry, it won't take long.
Didn't we have one the other day? What about the last inspection?
The results weren't conclusive. To study the sun's effects more thoroughly, we'll need to take someone else from your household.
I'm not interested. I don't need to know.
You misunderstand. This is not a choice. One way or another this is happening. The sooner you cooperate, the sooner it will all be over. If you are unable to immediately transfer a suspected visitor to a quarantine zone, issue them a mandatory appearance slip.
Didn't the girl appear? Oh.
So you're still holed up here, I see. What did you think of that guy? The one in the suit?
It's just doing his job.
Times are rough lately. Just one thing after another, am I right?
We've got a Baldy raid. Here we go. Now we're really gaming. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome back, Baldy. Can we all give a buongiorno to the Baldy and Baldy's buddies? Can we give as good as we get? Bongiorno. I don't think I've ever written out buongiorno before. Have I done it right? A shout out to Baldy. I didn't know you were streaming, Baldy. What were you up to? What were you up to and how did it go? I hope you had a nice time. Please join me in following Baldy. I didn't realise Baldy streamed very often. We're just enjoying a little bit of No, I'm Not Human. We're just hearing from the guy who I think will come and kill you if you haven't got enough people in.
Or should we take matters into our own hands?
I'm doing what I can. I'm doing my best. You're building Lego Enterprise D. Which one's the Enterprise D? The skinny guy looks like Mr. Beast? Well, this guy? Oh, yes, I do see it, actually. Yeah, it looks like his like maximally saturated YouTube thumbnails. Next gen. It's a good one. Built the underside, standard part of the nacelles. You need to have the nacelles. Are you going to get a detachable disc? I, for one, love it when they detach the disc. Doing what I can.
And what exactly can you do? Can you ward off death? Stop the floods, the fires, the decay? The only thing you can stop is a heartbeat. So, you alone?
Nope. I'm up to the gills with friends.
Still scrambling to survive in this new world, are we? Why? Dogs rule the world now, and only dogs survive here. You understand what I mean, yes? Things will never go back to the way they were. Life changed. You're falling out of rhythm. Next time we meet, things will be interesting.
All right. It's already quite interesting, actually. I'm definitely, from what I can say of my life, it's not boring. So did they take that girl? Yeah, she's not crying in here anymore. A guy I went to school with lost half a nipple in a rugby match. How do you lose half a nipple in a rugby match? What's this guy's problem? I think they're from the soil. I think they're jealous of us non-soilers. But you're only allowed to... Hang on, what's Red saying? You're only... Yeah, because they spend a lot of time in Star Trek Next Generation making a big deal about how the ship can split in half, and it just doesn't really come up. But, you know, sometimes they make a decision and they really commit to it, like when they halved the speed limit, which I think is the funniest thing in Star Trek. I think the speed limit thing's so good.
Wonderful. The cat's with you. What to do with the one who brought it is for you to decide.
Just to check, we've killed the one who brought it, right? I'm not sure really, but it was vertically. Wait, what do we mean, lost it vertically? Does that mean he has a left half and a right half of his nipple? Or... Hang on, help me picture what's going on. Where's the slice? No, the speed limit is great. It's because there's people on forums and social media arguing for how actually they dealt with it. Voyager apparently put a line in to deal with it about how they had a new kind of nacelle that doesn't really matter, does it? I just think it's very funny. What a mad piece of lore to drop on stuff. But hey, it did help us clog up the ozone hole. How did you know about the cat?
I see further than most. The gift I was given. I don't see all, but you. I know what awaits further down the path you walk. Something terrible comes to meet you. You are not the cause, yet you will feel its touch all the same. Perhaps they'll mention it on the radio. Will you listen?
What am I supposed to do with this?
Nothing. I've already said too much. But for 2 days yonder, testing portends doom.
How do we interpret that sentence? He's saying, in 2 days specifically, if you let the hazmat suit guy test someone, you'll die.
Halt your scrutiny until the third sunrise.
Oh, my own testing. It's saying don't test anyone in my house. So for 2 days, don't test anyone, and on the third day, you can start testing again.
If you can do that, my guidance can continue. Maybe it will bring you peace, or at least help you move on. I hope to see you soon.
All right, no testing for 2 days.
Managed to adapt yet? How silly of me to ask. You do live here after all.
You look unusual.
So you noticed. Thanks. Do you like it, baby? People keep remarking on my looks lately, even more than they used to. You're not much of a talker, are you? Tell me about yourself.
I used to pray my father would drop dead. Is that enough?
Did you grow up with an abusive father? That's awful. I'm glad it's behind you. Letting go of anger is hard. Forgiveness is even harder. I felt the same, baby. We can talk about it, if you want to. And, if you let me in, we might even be able to deal with the pain and heal together. We all need some form of comfort these days. A little care, a little affection.
I'm thinking no, yeah? I'm thinking no. I'm getting a real don't let her in energy here. She's coming on really strong for someone she can't even perceive. Like she can't see me, right? I'm peeping out through the door hole. I'm door holed here. I read the situation wrong because of a shared bad childhood. You get gobbled up in an instant, Funky, and not in the good way. Looks cold out. Exactly. That adds more suspicion. She's looking at an eye hole. Very parasocial. Yeah, couldn't be me. Maybe someone would be to escape the sun? No, you wouldn't want to expose more of your sun to the burning rays of supernova sky. You'd be wearing a parka and big boots. I'm getting real no vibes. Also, I don't want to test anyone for 2 days. More people in means more testing. Fewer people in means less testing. So I'm getting bad vibes and I'm incentivized not to test. So I think leave be. I'm saying no.
I never expected you to answer any differently. Do you think facing the end all alone will make things any easier?
We didn't need to remember that one, Funky. I never should have said it and we all should have let it go.
Well, he doesn't think so.
If there's suddenly a visitor on the loose, what do you mean on the loose? Oh, you mean in here? Well, I'm banking on not having a visitor in. But the more people that come in, the more likely someone is to be a visitor.
Howdy. Y'all home?
Who are you?
Me and my brood used to live just a couple of blocks down from here. Them yellow fellas gone kicked us all out of the building, but never took us nowhere. No shelter, no help. Where are we supposed to go? What are we supposed to do? Folks ran every which way after that. I came here trying to survive.
Were there many of you?
It was the whole darn building. Some folks tried to stay put and the yellers just yanked them out. Like they were picking folks willy-nilly. Bunch of the tenants got snatched up, bless their hearts. They ain't even chased the rest of us too much. Now Mama's just trying to stay alive, darling.
What do we think? We could let her in. She seems more normal. She's just a normal person. What does it mean to gaslight someone safely through the apocalypse? What did you in the moment take it to mean? Did it feel comforting as a suggestion? All right, what do we think? Mama in or mama out? MI or MO? I just need a straw poll. I need to get the flavor of thoughts. I need people's fear flavor. Mother in? MI means mother in.
Oh, bless your heart. Just don't go opening up for any of them yellers that come knocking. The second you do, they'll be dragging us both off to God knows where.
Hey, mother in. But let it be on your heads. The moment mother strikes one of our number down, the responsibility will weigh heavy on our spine. Yes, but it's good. Listen, come in and we can talk about your dad. That's a weird emotional leverage. I have a family and I'm worried about getting killed. That's a normal, legitimizing emotional leverage. Oh, yes. You'd get Goodbye Lenin. Is that what you want, Funky Chicken? To be Goodbye Lenin through the apocalypse?
Emergency broadcast. Wildfires are now sweeping across forested regions. Experts believe abnormally high solar activity is to blame. While the full scale of the disaster remains unclear, fire crews from nearby cities have been deployed to contain the blaze. Despite the fires, visitors continue to terrorize the nation. FEMA has announced a new identifying sign to aid the public in their fight against visitors. Aura film photography. Dark patches appearing on a captured image is a strong indicator that the subject may be a visitor. Stay calm and remain indoors during daylight hours. Up next, a word from our sponsors.
Hang on. I've got a big, quite round question to ask. I was under the impression that the logic of testing was that if someone is a visitor, they will have all of the indicators. But that report just said that if someone has the aura indicator, it's just a strong indication that they are a visitor. And could that mean that there are visitors who don't have that? That like visitors probably have like 4 out of 5? Because I was taking it to mean like every sign that someone's a visitor, every visitor will have. But some people who aren't visitors will have those signs anyway, because people come in all shapes and sizes. What if a visitor washes their hands? Exactly. Are there visitors who don't have dirty fingernails? I mean, I'm guessing that's just an ambiguity that the game wants me to wrestle with, but I don't want to wrestle with anything. I just want to perform optimally.
Oh, darling, please don't let nobody in.
Oh, I can kick someone out. I can FEMA someone. I don't know if I should. What should I do today? I'm just going to ask why FEMA evicted her.
Hell if I know, darling. Those fellas in suits can't get no read on them. Always marching around, barking orders. Who do they reckon they are, anyhow? Bet they don't know jack. Just acting all high and mighty. Say, they've been knocking on your old door too?
Yeah, we got one just always hanging around.
They taking over buildings now too? Just weren't raised right. Once is fine, but coming back again and again? No shame at all.
The guy said, don't test people today or tomorrow. Yeah, and I intend on not doing that. Some people could just be murderers. Oh, yeah, that's not... You can't really know anything then, can you? Just like in life. Should we just go to bed then? Should we just sack the day off, have a beer and go to bed? I'm not testing anyone, so there's nothing to use the energy on. Probably that counts testing myself as well. Yeah, but what am I... Where's the child? Oh, she got taken by FEMA, didn't she?
It's so stuffy in here.
What kind of things did he do?
I remember this one time, he used to drive this woman around. I knew what was going on. I tolerated it at first, but I couldn't stay quiet. I nagged and I nagged. He ended up switching jobs so he wouldn't see her anymore. Maybe he really did love me. Or maybe it's all in my head. Anyway, I need to rest. We can talk later.
The cheese sucker? Is that a euphemism for the cops?
Man, I'm just dying.
What was his voice?
I'm just dying for a drink.
Why is FEMA looking for you?
I was in the epicenter of the shitstorm when everything went down. In the area where those things started crawling out, you ever hear those stupid urban legends about demons on the outskirts of town? Never mind. Nobody remembers stuff like that now. Turns out they weren't just rumors, and FEMA knew about it all along. They claimed there wasn't anything supernatural going on. Now the sun's burning everyone to a crisp, while monsters from underground are killing off the survivors. Basically, FEMA realized they screwed up big time, and now they're scrambling to cover up their incompetence. I just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
I don't care to learn what anyone has to say to me. But they're all going to die, you know? Is there any developments down here in the gloopy town? It's not actually that gloopy. It's just the pickle factory. Let's just go to bed. Let's just have ourselves a lovely can of beaver and then just have a nap. A nap into the night. Where is the cat? Yes, very good. Cat's just here. I shouldn't be suspicious of the cat, right? By the way, I just want to say no one died last night. That means if anyone dies the next night, it's Mama, and Mama's going to die. We're just going to kill Mama. We're not going to test. I don't think you can talk to the cat. If there's a alien in, they kill people. No one died. Oh, I can. Meow. Pick up the cat. Meow, meow, meow. Oh, wow. One of the best cat pickups I've ever seen. Pet the cat? Yes. I'm going to pick it up again. Wow. Wow. This really is gaming. Oh, okay. I've thrown her back around the corner. That's so good. All right. Beaver in bed. B&B. That one beer made me need to go to bed. Okay. No one's dead so far. And no one's knocking on the door either. There's some people hanging out. Panicked people rush to nearby houses. They bang on doors, desperate for shelter. But it seems no one is willing to let them in. Including us. We really can't afford to let anyone in. What's more, no one's banging tonight. The path along the field is littered with the bodies of those who tried to run. Nearby stands the man responsible, a FEMA officer. He holds a rifle, smoke still drifting from the barrel. You see a woman crying over her wounded husband. You can't tell if he's alive or dead. Tears streaked, she drags his heavy body away from the gunfire. You're left with a single thought. Things will only get worse. Radio? Can't do it at night. I guess that's fair enough. That'll wake people up. No one's coming. Time for bed, and then we'll know if Mama is an alien. Any deaths? Pin it on Mama. We interrupt this program with breaking news.
Reports of civil unrest are coming in from a neighbouring city. Due to unresolved circumstances, FEMA forces have sealed off the area. Please remain in your homes. Stay where you are and await further instructions. And remember, support FEMA and join the fight against the visitors. That's the latest for now. Next up, some ads. Up next, a special report on the nature of the visitors.
Oh, I want that.
What are the visitors? Ghosts? Creatures from deep underground? No, this is neither a cheap sci-fi novel nor a cheap headline. This is our new reality. Rumours continue to swirl about the visitors' true origin. Are they aliens? The Walking Dead? A lab experiment gone wrong? According to authorities, these are all just baseless theories. Studies show that a visitor is a human who has come into contact with an undetermined biological agent. Methods of transmission remain unknown, and FEMA urges everyone to stay alert for the signs of visitors. If you believe you've been exposed or are unsure whether you might be a visitor, call the FEMA hotline on 00451. 00451. That's the latest for now. Stay tuned for more after the break.
Let's give FEMA a little ring on 00451. But it sounds like no one died. You might be, John. How are your armpits? Okay, 00451. Oh, it's 000. Okay. 000451. Hello?
Hello, this is Federal Emergency Management Agency Medical Division. We are now able to provide consultation services regarding official visitor screening procedures. Please state your question.
Let's assume I can only ask about one thing. What should I know about the nail sign?
To ensure a proper reading of your visitor status, please refrain from washing your hands before the examination. Water may remove surface residue which could lead to errors and/or false results. Please state your question.
Teeth?
For accurate testing, we recommend avoiding tobacco products. Smoking may affect the condition of the teeth, leading to unreliable results. Please state your question.
Eyes?
For accurate screening, please avoid coffee and/or caffeine-containing beverages. Caffeine is known to cause both insomnia and nervousness, and can also lead to bloodshot or reddened eyes. Please state your question.
Armpits.
To ensure that underarm tests are accurate, you must avoid any contact with water. Refrain from showering and washing yourself. Please state your question.
That's everything. Thanks, bye. Hello, Wimp Dork. How are you doing? I guess if you have enough red eyes from coffee, I guess the relationship between red eyes and coffee is that coffee keeps you awake and being awake makes your eyes go red. Well, this is the second... Have you played this, Wimp Talk? I feel like you could enjoy this. It's quite grim. It's not pleasant, but it does have you thinking a lot in a way that's appealing. So we've been told by the guy that we shouldn't do any tests on people in the house for 2 days. And this is the second of those days. Will we... Yeah, okay, let's listen to the radio then. Oh, something. Okay, I'm not going to go near the outskirts. Uh-huh. I don't know what's going on, just want to get out of here. This voice is really good. Oh. Okay, well, good to know. Beaver in bed? This is called... Oh, I should change my tag around. If you don't know, that means I'm not telling people. No, I'm not. It's called No, I'm Not a Human. I should have updated my tag. But for us, it's Beaver and Bed. Okay, we've had our can of Beaver. And now for a can of Bed. Probably help. I assume when people are saying please H and then they go, they're asking for help. We could let people in now because we can start testing tomorrow, right? If I've got my days right.
Hello? Anyone in there? Mind letting me in?
Why don't you knock your own head in?
I'm sorry about all the banging. I was just... You wouldn't believe what I saw digging that last hole. Folks are dropping like flies lately, but no one's around to bury them. They just leave them where they fall. Sun will basically cremate them all anyway.
Did you just stop burying people then?
The job ain't worth squat. No one brings in bodies anymore anyway. The folks have stopped caring about proper send-offs. The sun will cremate the corpses anyway. And these nights, they're too short to deal with the dead. If only trouble nurtured us just like we nurture it. Anyway, I quit. The hell with it. I'm done.
Do we want the little moaning guy in? Let everyone in. Talk me through your reasoning, Martine, because I think that's a fast track to having your head lopped off. Martine loves to be eaten by visitors, and that's fine, each to their own. This guy seemed, even if he's not a visitor, I'm not getting the best energy off of him. He won't even bury the dead. That's step one of earning my trust. Under Islam, the body must be kept intact for resurrection. He's he's what I would call a drip. No drips in Casa Mall. Sorry, guy.
Oh, for crying out loud. Maybe I can give you something. What will it take to get me in? Kombucha? How's that?
No, I'm not for kombucha.
Howie! You break your back digging all day, every day, your whole damn life, and for what? You come back home and it's empty. And the visitors come knocking, or worse, they're already inside just waiting for you. I've heard stories, someone steps out, comes back home, and boom! Show's over. I'm gonna dig a deep hole, and I ain't leaving it ever again.
I'm glad we didn't get that guy in. Oh!
I sense the energy here is stagnant. Something very bad is developing within. The sun and Leo in the 5th house. I see it all so clearly. You're a pretty assertive person, aren't you?
Huh? What?
I can see you prefer to take action rather than talk. Typical Leo, am I right? You've accumulated a large amount of dark energy here. Yes, very unpleasant. I don't yet understand the how or why. Everything just feels so neglected. I suppose I should start with affirmations.
Oh yeah, all right. And
There are prison guards in your prior incarnations. Give them space. You're just repeating the experiences of your past lives. You need to forgive them and accept their histories within yourself. Only then will you be able to break the chains of the endless cycle. Do you understand?
what do we think? What do we think? Have we got new atheists in chat who can't handle someone who knows their birthstone? You gotta open up your mind. Sometimes people have energy like crystals and they can radiate harmoniously. When was the last time you buried a corpse? I never stop. Mostly mice and rats for me though, and ants. I'm endlessly burying ants. I just can't bear to think of the magpies getting them. She's cold reading us? That's fine. You don't want to get cold readed. I'm actually happy to send her away. Why do you like the last guy? This woman's trying to help us. She can see the future through cosmic resonance. You have a coffin and no. Mass grave. A mass grave like the plague victims got. Never trust an astrology girlie. They will weaponize the stars. But what if you end up being part of the weapon? What if you're on her army? You could gain the mandate of heaven. They can interpret the music of the spheres. I'm scared of her. That's part of her allure. You're not scared of your friends, Captain Preston Frost? That means they're not good in a conflict. Ants are tough because you've run out of space for all the tiny headstones. I really want to emphasize they're not getting a full Christian burial. People who ask your starting are trying to shag you. Star sign. Is that right? People who ask your star sign are trying to shag you. That means almost every paper's trying to shag me. The star is already a weapon right now. That's a really good point. If she can see the future, then she won't be surprised when we turn her away. That's a very compelling point for turning her away, yeah. Like, yeah, that's so good. All right, no one likes her, right? So we're off.
So you're not interested in working on yourself, is that what you're saying? No interest in becoming a better you? What a tragedy. I shall make sure to manifest you a terribly explosive bout of diarrhea.
See? We needed her on our side.
Hey! Right, can you let me in, pal?
Yes, we want this guy in. This is our friend. This guy's coming in. Who are you?
I'm a fireman. I got caught out in the sun while we were fighting forest fires today. Oh, the thick smoke prevented us from getting completely burned alive, but it was still horrible. The trees, they went up like matchsticks. I've never seen anything like it. Smouldering animal carcasses covered the forest floor.
What are you going to do?
I wanted to keep putting out those fires. I wish I could have died back there instead of those guys, but they made it pretty clear. I've done enough. Now I can't go home. Public transport ain't running no more. The only thing I can do now is rely on human kindness.
Yep, in.
Thanks, pal.
Okay, doing that guy's voice. Doing that guy's voice has given me quite severe hiccups. Now, I get quite bad hiccups, so I'm going to try and resolve this before we move on. My hiccups these days are really loud and will break up the flow of speech. So give me just a sec. I can't. I'm worried he'll say more things and I want to do the voice. But I need a moment. I have really bad hiccups these days. The hiccups through the voice filter were very good. Thanks. Not intentional. I just tuned in and genuinely forgot this wasn't in-game voice work. Thanks. I don't think I've had hiccups on stream before. Oh man, had too many enchiladas. Now, do you know that my family's hiccup cure? And I know everyone thinks their family has the right hiccup cure. My family really does have the right hiccup cure. Have you heard the hiccup cure about drinking from the wrong... What do you mean? Didn't I say thanks? Oh, yeah, I see. I hiccuped. Have you heard about the hiccup cure about drinking from the wrong end of the glass? Have you heard of this one? Now, I know everyone thinks that their family has the right hiccup cure. This one really works. This one really, really works. It is mad. No, Dragon, it's my family's one. Oh, no, I mean, I don't know where it came from. I do understand it. Yeah, exactly, Burnzoid. You're resetting your diaphragm. I'll show you what it means, Josie, because as much as hiccups aren't like the world's worst problem or the world's worst ailment, actually no, the fact that hiccups is now a solved problem, much like, what's that game that's a bit like Go, but it's European and you flip the color of things around? Your family don't have hiccup cures. Well, here's how you do it. Your family doesn't have a hiccup cure, Gregor. Some people Othello, yeah, Othello, I'm just saying, it's a solved game like Othello, hiccups. So what you do, by drinking from the wrong side of the glasses, normally when you're drinking, right, I drink from this side, the side near my lips, like this, right? But what if I were to drink from this side, the side on the other side of the cup? So I'd have to go over like this, and then, right? So rather than drink like this, I'd want to drink from this end, like this. But to drink like this, you'd have to, like, get your head, like, over and down. You'd have to, like, fully rotate. Yeah, this is the thing. Josie, what I'm telling you here is going to help you for the rest of your life. This is categorically the cure for hiccup. Oracle knows it. Burnzoid knows it. This is the actual cure for hiccups. It's just really quite hard to do because you need to go so far over the glass, right? You hook it around your bottom lips like this. And so you want to be like, your mouth has to be open enough that you can get water in it. The tricky bit, and I don't know how to like get this on the webcam, is that you need to like go around enough that you can drink from the far end. Okay, that's one sip. That's two. And I was going to go for a third. Hello, anyone just tuning in? Okay, we got it. Oh, no, it's also drinking in that position. I haven't lost it, Martin. I'm saner than ever. I'm not going to watch. You won't hiccup now. When you say you don't understand it, Josie, as in you don't understand how to do it or you don't understand why it would work? Your parents would bollock you for having hiccups. I hope you've estranged them. That's insane behavior. Oh, you don't know how to do it? All right, hang on. I'm getting up. They got really angry. Estrange them now, Red. That's insane. Okay, so here's how you do it. You want to drink from the other side. Let's go from the basics, right? Normally, if you have a glass of water, and this one's big for demonstration purposes, you just put the bottom, the nearest bit of the rim to your mouth like this. right? We're familiar with drinking, I assume, right? You get your receptacle. Mine's a big jar of water, and then you get the bottom rim. You know how to do that much, right? Are we all clear on step one? Okay. But knowing how to do the normal drink is crucial to doing this. So now, instead of drinking from the nearest rim, we're gonna try and drink from the furthest rim. Okay, not the nearest, the furthest. So rather than this, we're gonna take our mouth and we're gonna bring it here. Okay. The problem is, here's where it gets hard. How do you get the water into your mouth now? Because it's down here, but your mouth is up here, right? So you're going to have to just curve your body round, right? And just, I'm going to put my leg on the chair so I can bend my body around until some water gets in. And the moment it is, shut your mouth and swallow. You want to get any water in your mouth and then swallow. And then do that about 3 times. And I'm not joking. I'm not lying. I'm not joking or lying. That will cure hiccups. Can you just draw? No, you have to do what I've just told you to do. Yeah, it was hard for me to get it on the webcam. But that is legitimately NHS guidance on how to solve hiccups. Not that people go to the doctors about it or anything, but that genuinely does work. And you know what? I don't like that it works. Whenever I'm feeling a bit hiccupy and a bit like annoyed that I'm hiccuping, I don't want to hunch my body over a cup, but it works. All right, anyway.
At least I won't have to die alone in the dirt. Okay.
Sorry. Sometimes it's just hard to keep a straight face, you know? Oh, man. All right. Sorry, I lost my cool.
They gave us this slip of paper at work before we went out to put the fires out. It's a mandate telling us to report to the FEMA quarantine zone. But why go if everyone who does ends up dead? Here, I don't need it anyway. You can throw it away or use it for something else.
Okay, I've got another FEMA notice. That's good to have. All right. You know, I think we're playing a really... Captain, you know this game. Are we playing a really good game of No, I'm Not Human? Because I think that we're going pretty solidly here. We've had like an inevitable couple of road bumps, but strategically, I think I've been unimpeachable. 50% good, that's not good, Captain. That's 50% bad. Yeah, I think there is more time because if you're living alone, then a visitor will come and kill you in the night. There's a visitor who always is checking on you to make sure you've got people with you. Yeah, Lambda's got it.
Good afternoon, this is the news. We bring you an important update. New details have emerged regarding a recent incident that unfolded in the city. It seems that one of the city's quarantine zones came under attack from an armed individual. The suspect's motive remains unclear at this time, and it's unknown if the attacker had any accomplices. Notably, several unverified individuals also escaped the quarantine zone. Silence is the harbinger of death. A sinister quiet that drains the soul, but worse than the emptiness is the ringing. the distant funeral knell growing ever louder. The bell tolls for us all, filling our ears with endless din.
Is this a visitor sign or something? Is this flavor or important?
Filthy thoughts caught in webs of wax. An infernal nest where visitors thrive.
Oh yeah, by the way, I sorted my earwax. No, I'm sorted. Yesterday or the day before, I did a really big yawn in the morning, and since then I've been fine.
Tangled deep in sticky sustenance, cerumen inundans, cerumen inundans. Up next, a special report on the temporary suspension of corpse disposal.
That sounds exciting. What's gross? Ears? Come on, Shaz, they're part of life. Nothing that's part of life can be gross. One of those magazines where you got to find a certain person in the crowd. I looked at one of those pictures. It's like a cross section of the head, and I can't believe that behind the nose there's just this really long tube that goes over the top of the cheek and just connects into a hollowness in the middle of your head. That tube was completely new to me. Do you know they found a new organ this year? Any of our NHS friends know about this? Do we know about the new organ? They found a whole new saliva gland. What the hell? What do you mean, what the hell? What do you mean, what the hell? In a church? No, in every human's body. Yeah, new organ. They're finding new organs all the time. Brits use every piece of American slang. Give it 5 years and there'll be no difference between the two dialects. There's no bit of slang that's been sufficiently on American TV that some British people don't use. You didn't know you had sinuses? I just didn't know what they were. I know what people say. I knew it was something. But I just didn't know it was this tiny little trail. I didn't know how far back it has to go. I knew I had sinuses. I just didn't know what sinuses were. You're not a Brit? Look, I know it's not nice to be a Brit, but I thought you were one.
It's so goddamn hot.
We're allowed to test people now. Yeah, but I don't know if... Well, actually, there's no reason not to test people. You know about toes? What do you mean? Are we talking about the game or about real life? Listen, no one here wants to be a Brit. Anyone in the chat wants to be a Brit, raise your hand. I don't expect to hear from anyone on this. We're all stuck as we are. We can't undo it. Unless we completely dismantle the concept of a nation state, which I'm in favor of. But I think the police would kill us if we tried. So I'm not saying doomerism. I'm just more of a like, oh God, oh fuck. Britain isn't a nation state. It's a nation. It's a it's a place with a border. It's an island. Well, it shouldn't be that either. Let's make a land bridge to the Faroe Islands. Britain is an island. The UK is a nation. I'm not interested in any of these corrections. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the nation of whatever it is we live in. I'm not happy with it. I don't like it. Northern Ireland erasure here? Look, I love Northern Ireland. Do you think that the precise nature of what I've happened to say is a reflection of what I think? And that's so online of you. It's so online of you to do that. Your job as listeners is to understand the gist and separate the gist from the individual word choices. That's called good faith. We are all online right now. Not me. I'm in my living room. I'm in the little office corner of my living room and I'm playing No, I'm Not a Human, and I'm playing it offline. It's an offline game. Martine, I think you're being sarcastic, but that is what I'm saying. That is what I mean. I give people a lot of generosity. Let's just give the hunch guy just one little test. Let's give him a quick aura test. I'm just going to give him a quick aura test. Oh, is that good or bad? I'm not 100%. That doesn't look good, does it? Thanks, Funky. He looks clean. I'm anti-meaningless nation-state pedantry and pro-more. I'm holding you to that. Oh, I've tagged the wrong thing. That's what I want. It's supposed to be light if he's human. Well, red is light. There's no spots. Leave him alone. Look, he's all right. Let's test someone else. Let's test Mama. Let's test Mama's ear. Look, that's really bad. That's really, really a bad sign. That's really, no human has that. That's like, no human has that. Look, I don't take any joy in this. I take no pleasure in reporting the following news, but I think we need to kill Mama. Exactly. This is euthanasia. It's a special kind of euthanasia which you're allowed to do in times of emergency, where the euthanized person actively doesn't want to be euthanized. She said dag nabbit. Even she doesn't like it. Look, I think we've got to. What's wrong with ear? A full insect came out. A full living insect climbed out of her ear. And then she said dag nabbit. Which, you know, it could be worse. You could say that's normal. Everyone has insects in their ear. Outing her as some kind of an out group. I think she needs to go. I think the insects would eat the olive oil and grow stronger. I think Mama's got to go.
Me? Run? I ain't got nowhere, darling. Go and catch that damn roach. I hate them critters. Damn thing wriggled right into my ear.
Look, this is our chance. ST or HTO? ST or HTO? ST? ST? HTO. Okay, there's a lot of ST.
Go on, honey. Shoot. Once Mama's gone, my brood will come, and they'll come for every last one of y'all.
Okay. But otherwise, a quiet day. Otherwise, a nice, quiet day. How are you doing?
It's so stuffy in here.
Aren't you worried about your kids?
But probably not as much as I should be. The first one, I had no idea what I was doing. I screwed it all up. I thought I'd figured it out by the second one, but he turned out the same. Then the third and the fourth. The doctors told me I couldn't have kids. When the second one came, I called him the eighth wonder of the world. But then things got hard. It was awful. I need to shut my eyes.
She's made of insects? Well, it's not a great sign, is it? You can hardly sign off on that. If someone needed a reference for a job interview and I knew they were made of insects, that would make it into the reference. Yeah, a typical FKO. Well, let's just test the actor since we can. We should probably let someone in. I think having 4 always means we can afford... We've got some wiggle, haven't we?
Man, I'm just dying for a drink.
How did you survive?
Did you forget? I'm immortal. I don't know. I still ask myself that all the time. Maybe luck, or maybe some higher powers looking out for me. God, or whatever you want to call it. Could be I'm already dead, and I've been reincarnated into this form. I'm not sure. Good question. Shame I don't have a gun. I'd ask you the same. And too bad all you've got is beer. If I had a keg, I'd brew us up a damn good batch.
Not the best vibes off of this guy. All right, should we give him a little test? All right. Pits. I'm thinking pits for this guy. I like him. You like everyone, Red. You want everyone to be a sea anemone. Pits.
Anything else you want me to show you?
That looks newly shaved, yeah. But what were we supposed to be looking for? Visitors have hairless armpits. This guy has hairless armpits, but it looks shaved as opposed to like naturally hairless. But I don't really remember what the report demonstration image looked like. Did the demonstration image look like shaved armpits or naturally hairless armpits? It's just a washed up twink? Yeah. But that's true whether or not they're an alien. They looked naturally hairless. Does he look like he's of the age to not have developed any armpit hair? Yeah, more tests needed. More tests needed. Leave be. We already shot Mama because she had a wasp in her head. To bed. He has a beard? That's what I'm saying. No, I know he's got a beard. I know he's got a beard. People with beards normally naturally also grow armpit hair. The same thing that's making chin hair makes pit hair. I'm not a biologist. I'm not 100%. There could be edge cases where that's not true, but I thought generally that's how it goes. Anyway, we got knocking. Chaz is going to school me on something. Oh, it's FEMA.
We require more testing next year. The sooner we get them, the better.
Bring back the ones you took. Bring back ganja.
We're in no position to make demands. He's done nothing but try to get in our way. And look the way that's got us. We recently had to wipe out visits horribly. And place it east with my hotel.
When are you going to get rid of the visitors?
Isn't the next book against Rudoni? Hitler. Just let us do our job. We have the situation wrong.
Do I have to hand someone over again?
Yes. But this time we'll be through. Doesn't matter how there's only two related itself right now. Everything will be back to normal soon.
I don't know if I can afford to do that. I don't know if there's any chance that we've got 3 people in the house. If it turns out that the 2 we hanged over are human and the last one's an alien, we die. But I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no, 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 no.
Okay, I'm in your way. You don't leave behind me. That's what happens when I found lately get around way. Resist and it will have to begin. We will wrap this city. Just give us info. You'll get the vaccine, thank you.
Oh no.
Yes. Your house is perfect. I can feel it. Death. Death has taken quite a liking to your house. She's quite fond of it. I don't know how many have died here, but her presence is strong. We are the harbingers of a new faith, the orators of a hallowed doctrine. Death hath come. She wishes only to soothe humanity, to free us from our chaos, bitterness, and bedlam. We are simply helping her draw closer. It is only way to find salvation. There's no going back.
Do you want to come in?
I need not enter. My mission is only to spread the hallowed truth that brings everlasting peace. But my brothers require shelter. Death is drawn to this place.
Raiders inbound. Hello, Raiders. Welcome, Dexy. Hello, welcome. Welcome in. What were you up to, Dexy? What was your last stream? Do you know this game? Hello, Pigeon. Hello, Ilmarks XD. Yes, hello, Raiders. We're all normal here, and we're also on our best behaviors. This is my second stream of my first run, and I think I'm going to be dead soon. But thank you very much for the raid. Shout out to Dexy. Thank you very much for sending people my way. Peaks Voice Acting, thank you very much. It's all been I simply have a hotkey that adds a little bit of a pitch shift down and a bit of reverb. So yeah, I'm really early on in my no, I'm not a human understanding. And if anyone is willing, please join me in following Dexy, as we have a similar overlap in taste. Yeah, we have the cat. So the FEMA guys have just taken 2 of our residents, leaving me only with a very, very sus, very sick, clearly burned guy. So I'm a bit worried this could be a bad night for me. Yeah, I did also demonstrate the definitive hiccup cure. Do you have a good hiccup cure? Does anyone here have a good family hiccup cure? You have nothing to worry about, and yet my concern lives on. All right, let's see how we get on. Oh, okay. So he's going to send some people to do some funerary rites. Oh, okay. And there's no choice which is enthusiastic. Your mate claims to. Yeah, what's your mate's hiccup cure? Got to 21.5. Is that 21.5 hours of like a continuous run? Or is that something else? I hold my breath to cure hiccups. That's old school and debunked, Captain. That's a really long run. The game takes 1 to 2 hours. Oh, I see. You're just really into it. I want to have the people come do funeral rites. That sounds good to me.
It is a tall order. The road to higher purpose is never one easily traveled. Do you not long for peace? A world where no one is a burden to any other? Watch over my people. And remember, if one of them dies, your house will be reduced to nothing. Alas, there is no other way.
I'm happy to help. I don't mind even being threatened.
Thank you. They shall not need much time, but still, watch over them. See you later. I'll come to check on them.
I think this could help. We've had a lot of dead people, a bit of funerary rites. It works for you. Fine. Maybe you've got a very sensitive diaphragm/esophagus. Valsalva maneuver for the win. Oh, someone knows their diaphragm terminology. My other mate always gets very bad hiccups. I keep wanting to get the two together as a hiccupy face-off. It seems to be pick the person up and treat them like a salt shaker. You know what? That will work. But I'm 6'3", and I don't think anyone's able to lift me in this house. You don't get hiccups. Burns. You don't farm any aura from lying in the chat. We all get hiccups.
Keeping your distance, huh? Good. That improves your odds of survival. Unless you're a visitor.
You should be indoors, mate.
This isn't a damn game. Some people pity the visitors. Think they can, I don't know, get better. A couple of days pass, they butcher everyone in the house. Then they run off and do it all again. No justice. I don't hide. I am justice. I bring order.
What's with the gear? Is that supposed to make you visitor proof? Or we could be really sarky. No, let's be more straightforward.
Visitor proof? Oh, you mean this necklace? That's a good term. I'll have to start using that. It's a reminder, so I don't forget how many houses and how many towns I've purged. I pull a single tooth from each visitor. They're the easiest trophies to take. And if one really leaves an impression on me, I might take something else.
Okay, and why have you popped here? We're all nice.
Hold it. You already asked your questions. Now I'll ask mine. Anything going on in this neighborhood? Any threats I should keep an eye out for?
I've already done some big sips. I'm not confident this guy wants to come in. I think he likes doing vigilante justice out on the path, on the trail. I think point of information is POI. I'll get one, but it's very rare I have them that I need a cure. As you get older, Burns, as you get older, your hiccups will get louder. And as they get louder, they'll get stronger. And as they get stronger, they reverberate harder. You'll need it. Oh, thank you for the follow, Dexy. And the raid. What a pal. Half-naked visitor, annihilator whole patrol. I'd kind of want that guy dealt with. That guy seems like the biggest threat, really.
Just one? Half-naked? So it wasn't wearing any protective armor? Interesting. You actually saw him? Yeah, I believe you did. You don't talk like someone who's in the habit of spreading rumors. You've got my attention. I'll be back again.
I didn't think they wanted to come in. I think they wanted to shoot bullets out on the path. Oh, hello. Yeah, it's the buddies. It's the sisters. It's Grey Gardens.
Hello. Oh, here, lean on me for a bit. Do you maybe have a room for us?
Are you both sick, or just one of you?
We all suffer from depression to some degree. We knew where things were headed even before all the trouble with the sun. Have you been following the news? It's all been leading up to this, but I don't think the sun's gonna actually explode.
What are your plans?
I have to find somewhere my sister can feel a little more comfortable, and then we'll create a new life for ourselves. They say our lives are over, but I disagree. If anything, things should get easier from here on out.
What do we think? CI in the chat for come in, or YSL in the chat for you should leave. Food just doesn't go everywhere after 45. Yeah, you need to tamp it down. Whenever I have a croquette, I need to push it down with my fingers. Cinderella's blended family. What if the cultists die? Okay, what we got? We've got come in, come in, come in, come in, and only one you should leave. So, what choice do I have?
Thank you. Help me bring her in. I think our parents' death worsened her condition, but she's been like this for a long time now. Maybe she'll be able to snap out of it a little while we're here.
Hope you guys are sure about this. I like the Depressoids. They remind me of Grey Gardens. Have we got any Grey Gardens fans in? I need to give that another watch. My mum made croquettes explode. Anything can explode. Was it in the microwave?
Good afternoon. You are watching the news. FEMA is currently assisting victims of the quarantine zone attack. Due to overcrowding,
I'd hoped, Funky, I hoped I could rely on you as being a GG fan.
Due to overcrowding in existing facilities, the agency has made the following decision. Evacuated residents will be temporarily housed in buildings on the outskirts of the city. Fortunately, local homeowners are cooperating with FEMA and have offered shelter. As of this report, only a portion of the escaped individuals have been located. Thankfully, a new identifier has been announced by officials earlier today. Bleeding gums. That's gross.
That's gross.
If an individual showing this condition comes to your door, do not engage. Wait for a scheduled FEMA patrol and report the suspect to the relevant authorities. And remember, stay where you are and await further instructions. That's the latest for now. Next up, a special report on a dangerous new cult.
I like when people have a brand and therefore I can make correct predictions about them. I think it's sort of a happy thing overall for everybody. All right, where are my Grey Gardens? She put them on our plates and then they burst and hit the wall. I don't know what happened there. Were they full of cheese? Were they like cheese croquettes? Cheese is a lot more volatile than the government wants you to know. Oh, it's okay. And how long will you be staying?
Worry not, homeowner. We won't be any trouble. We appreciate your hospitality and don't wish to anger you. You've done so much for us already. We'll stay in this room and pray quietly. We need some rest. Our journey ahead will be long and hard.
I'll leave them be. They are very, very beautiful, but they'll be leaving soon anyway. So what's the point shooting them? Hello. Oh, they're two separate people. Fine. But then where's everyone else? Oh, they all got taken, didn't they? But where's my hairy burnt man? Excuse me, everyone, but where's my hairy burnt man? Burn guy got. Well, hang on. Who are our suspects for that? Yeah, you must be right. Hairy burnt man is in the bin bags. He is in a bin bag. Burnt guy got. BGGG. Well, our suspects are... All right, what are the odds that one sister... Yeah, the cultists came in last night. I agreed to help them with their ritual. Sort of everyone's quite suspicious then. Has someone left? Well, if you call being dismembered and put into 3 bin bags leaving, then yes, someone did left. I don't know if you've seen, but BGGG, burnt guy got. Yeah. Well, look. It occurs to me that these guys are leaving, and I don't want to spend my limited energy on God's green earth checking the gums of people who are going to be on their way soon anyway. Burn guy could have had a longer, happy life. People recover from anything these days. Have you not heard of stem cells? People can bounce back from all sorts. So I think we just do okay, based on your gut feeling, what are the odds that one sister is a visitor and the other sister isn't? That doesn't seem likely to me. Just from the way they've been talking about visitors and how the world has sort of been telling a story about how being a visitor is kind of infectious. It sort of transfers to what, like if one sister was a visitor and one wasn't, then the visitor sister would just eat or convert the other one. So I think they're both one thing or the other. Why is no one eating the salad spuds? Well, maybe they are. We don't know what we're eating. Maybe we're eating the potatoes. Maybe we're having Dolphin Noir on tap. Do cats dig? I haven't lived with a cat for a long time. I didn't realize they dig. I thought they climb. I thought they're big on up. Come on, show me your gums. Gum. Why can't I gum? Just teeth. Just maybe I see the gums with the teeth. Cats dig tick. They bury their shit. It's not quite digging. Dogs bury their shit, but there are other times they really dig. Okay, teeth. Teeth is gums. There's no gums. The gums seem okay. And the teeth aren't perfectly straight. So that's like, that's a check for one sister. I think she's passed that test. Should we gum the other one? Not too white, but also not too straight either. They're not like perfect Hollywood movie star teeth, you know? Teeth? Yeah, same teeth. You gonna knock them out? No. I trust. Let's just do one more sister test, and then that's a. You know, if all the cultists are visitors, I'm dead, right? No, I'm not testing myself. If I'm a visitor, then I'll just live a happy life that way. Eyes. Eyes are really unambiguous. That's bad. That's a bad result. Hello, King of Time. Yes, but just to clarify all of our understandings, it doesn't. People in the real world have bloodshot eyes sometimes. It doesn't mean they're an alien. It just, if they are an alien, they will have bloodshot eyes. Yeah, she said, yeah. We shouldn't have checked the eyes of a depressed person. Weird that their teeth are the same. They're sisters. And the iris is not red. She's been up all night. They've been traveling. No, I can't bring myself to kill Grey Gardens. I think we're playing very well, but we are holding in there by the grace of God. Yeah, we did let a woman in, but then a big wasp crawled out of her ear and I had to shoot her because that's not normal. You can't play off an insect coming out of your head, right? Who we got?
Hello, resident. I'm in a bad fucking mood, so I apologize in advance. There are so many jackasses out there. I hope you're not one of them.
Are you human?
Good question. You must have noticed that there are two camps of people now, right? One camp are all fucking sadists, worse than any visitor. They do whatever the fuck they want and they put a gun to your head just to watch your corpse hit the dirt. The other camp are all dumb cattle. You can walk all over them and they'll thank you for showing them mercy. The both of them piss me the hell off.
Alright, and are you different from that?
I want to believe I'm different. You know, it scares me shitless to think about turning into one of those maniacs or spineless victim. Both sides can go fuck themselves. Though, to be honest, I think the victims are worse. They just sit around counting the seconds till their teeth get kicked in, or whatever. You'd understand my anger if you'd seen everything I have.
Do we want this really angry guy? His teeth are wrecked. He's got disastrously British teeth. Big centrist energy? Oh, no. He's a neo-reactionary online. He's one of the administrators of Mumsnet. Come in? I don't know. He's almost certain. What we can say, right? Because we've got two kind of motivations. One is to make sure humans come in. And two is to have a nice household that's tolerable to us. He fulfills one of these, but not the other. I think he's a human, but I think he'll do my head in. I hate him. But we could have him in as visitor food with the hope and the idea that the visitor will eat him before us. So we could I think he's 100% a human being. Look at his teeth. They're not straight pearly whites, are they? And he's not like a Nazi, is he? He's just a misanthrope. Like he's not like my political enemy. He's just a really angry, directionless, middle-aged guy. I don't think he's reform in that sense. I don't think he would vote in an election. I don't think he knows who's standing. I don't know if he'd even say SJW. He'd say feminists and Christians. He's still making new atheist videos. He's making videos making fun of people who say the earth is flat. He's MacMaster. This guy says they're all they're all the same as the other, apart from Andy Burnham, who he trusts implicitly. He's coming in.
You got that fucking gloomy chick here. Nah, I'm not staying under the same damn roof as that freak. I'll lose it.
Goodbye.
Fuck. You're just as pathetic as the rest of those cowards. You'll just sit there and take their shit till you choke on it. Fucking fuck.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
You feel that? Change is haunting you. So am I. And now one of your ilk is deathless. All because of a word. One single word. But what a word it is. You know who I mean, yes? Strange things happen around you.
I don't care.
Detached are we? Don't even care anymore. Let's fix that. If there are at least two of us inside your house, you'll open the door for me.
Come back later. Can you remind me about this in 5 months?
Shame. I'll leave for now. But before I go, let's try out that gamble. You alone?
No.
Well, well. Even we are a rare sight now, let alone your kind locked in their walls. Change isn't the worst thing coming for you. You don't think I lead the pack, do you? There are far greater things out here. I simply follow orders. Well then, until we meet again.
It is West Street in. I can see that guy winning by less than 500 votes.
You're there, yes? The feeling is worse now. Strange. Is it because of this destruction?
Can I help you?
I've already got all the help I need. I feel weaker. My sight can't reach as far as it did before. It's probably not you or her. This happened once before at the very beginning. Everything will be fine. Newly grown stalks will break through the ash and reach for the sky.
I don't regret trusting him. He's got something going on, but I'd never understand what you're saying.
Goodness, I don't wish to scare you, simply thinking out loud. Before I came to you, everything felt so clear. Now it's like a fog. You have a basement, yeah? Something's there, beneath the soil, though I can't quite see what.
And do I need to interact with it?
Goodness, I can't think clearly, though in the soil I see one more thing. Don't jump, not yet. I should rest.
All right, we're going to dig.
Hello there, dearie. Walking all the way here really took it out of me, let me tell you. I'll just pop in and rest a minute.
Yeah, did you walk here specifically?
Oh, no. I didn't plan to come here. Don't be silly. Yet fate has a habit of bringing us together. No meeting is a mistake, dearie. Since I'm here, that means my feet brought me here for a reason. My eyes landed on your house with purpose. As it was always meant to be, I assume.
Do you need anything?
What does anyone need, dearie? A roof over my head and to share a story or two. To lie down and close my eyes peacefully. An air to breathe, I suppose. I don't need for much, but it's all really boring living all by one's lonesome is all.
Come in or you should leave. CI or YSL. Is Granny coming in? Is this the woman who had a different face upside down? Let me check. It's definitely different upside down, but it's not another face. It's just her face upside down. John's gone upside down again? Yeah, but I went upside down in a different way this time. You know how boats can rotate in lots of different ways? I think before I pitched, maybe, and then this time I yawed. It's all very nautical.
Oh, bless my soul. Looks like you've got a gloomy chick right there in my chair.
Everyone knows about the gloomy chick.
With bad apples like that around, things will get sticky quickly, dearie. I'll rest a moment here, catch my breath, and then toddle on if you don't mind.
All right, look. Can we have a little meeting? Can we have a staff meeting, please? Why does everyone know about the gloomy chick and they hate the gloomy chick? Everyone's referencing we've got the gloomy chick. Like it's an issue. Is that something we should be thinking about? And do we want to swap gloomy chick for Nana? They just hate mental health? Maybe. You don't think this woman has mental health? We not all have mental health. Who amongst us is healthy? This old woman in a headscarf wandering around in the middle of the night during the apocalypse, you think if she were to do a self-assessment form for her mood, she wouldn't be all over the place? Did not see Wicked? I tried to. I aspire to see Wicked. I've heard a lot of people are holding space for Defying Gravity. That's just a sad woman? Yeah, that's mental health, isn't it? Has her eye changed? I don't know. One of her eyes is looking up to heaven. That implies a sort of grounded, peaceful religiosity. Part 1 dull, part 2 great. Her eye has gone odd. She's an old woman. One of her eyes is allowed to wander. Don't body shame her for having a wandering eye. I didn't like Gloomy Chip, but I hate bullying. This is kind of a game about bullying, though, isn't it? Like a whole new type of person have emerged from the soil, and we're shooting them in the head systematically. If that's not bullying, then I don't know what is. Like, bullying is the objective here. Okay. KTO for kick them out. YSI for you should leave. We're back to the straw polls. I don't know how important this... You should leave. One for you should leave. You should leave. You should leave. You should leave. All right. We're throwing our lot in with Gloomy Chick.
Well now, can you be a dear and fetch Granny a stool? I'll just rest my old bones and then be on my way.
All right. Bye, Nana. I think we're going to die. Who's there? Okay.
There, much better. Oh, howdy. My lovely wife and I are looking for a safe place to weather the storm. Would you mind if we crashed here for a bit? Only if it's no trouble, of course.
What if you're trouble?
Well, I guess we could go and look for shelter somewhere else. My old lady's exhausted, though. She needs a little rest. Will we stay just for a little while? If it's not too much to ask, I mean.
Can your wife talk for herself?
Of course she can. Honey, will you say something? She's just really tired, I'm sorry. But maybe we can all talk together another day. If we ever meet again, of course. Right, darling? Oh, forgive me. I shouldn't be pushing you like this.
CI or YSL? I don't know if you're a wife guy, if your wife is prevented from or incapable of speaking. 1 for come in, 2 for you should leave, 3 for you should leave, 2 for come in. Yeah, you're not a wife guy. If your arm is going up your wife's spine and you're moving her lower jaw with your thumb, you're not a wife guy. You're a puppeteer. You're a member of the Henson workshop. They're swingers? I don't know. I don't see an upside down pineapple. Although that guy's head looks like an upside down pineapple. All right, overall, I think you should leave is clinching it.
Please, friend, forgive my insistence, but try to put yourself in my shoes. My wife is very weak these days. She tires quickly and I'd do anything for her. You understand? I love her dearly. I'd give you the shirt off my back if it could buy her safety. Speaking of that, we've got something. It's not my shirt, but how about Energeca? I'm willing to give you everything I have left if it means my darling can get a moment's rest. So what do you say? Will you help us?
I don't know what Energeca is, but let's assume it's an energy drink. And it will give us more energy. But it probably won't give us more energy every day, because an energy drink would give you energy once. So I don't know. If we don't like the vibes, I don't think an energy drink should help us. But what do you think? FCI for fine come in, or IDTB for I don't take bribes? I don't think the shirt's on there. Unfortunately, the mechanics have narrowed to bribe of energy drink or not. I would let him in for the shirt. Fine, 1 for fine come in. I don't take bribes. Fine come in. Fine come in. I don't take bribes. I don't take bribes. I don't take bribes. It looks like I don't take bribes.
Got it. Sorry to bother you. We'll just have to keep looking, won't we, sweetie? Come on, move your damn legs. I'm tired too.
He was quite mean in the end, really. Someone's going to die tonight. I hope you all realise that. Someone will be dead. Smells like someone died tonight.
Good afternoon. Now for the news. The situation in the city is gradually stabilising, but some fugitives still remain at large. Meanwhile, corpse disposal operations have resumed, though new challenges have emerged. According to the latest reports, packs of stray dogs are now roaming the streets. FEMA has deployed a team to address the threat. The agency has also announced a new identifying sign of potentially dangerous individuals: skin irritation. The investigation into the attack is still ongoing. Whether the attacker acted alone still remains unclear. However, there is no doubt that FEMA will contain both this and the ongoing visitor threat. If you have any questions about recognizing visitors, the FEMA hotline is open on 000451. As always, stay where you are and await further instructions. That's the latest for now. Up next, a report on the unfolding situation in the equatorial belt.
Oh, a little glowy thing. Sometimes your skin just itches. Ain't that just the truth? All right, who's dead? Okay, the Grimm sisters are still here, but one of the cultists is dead. This would imply to me that one of the sisters killed one of the cultists. Does that seem fair? I know that it could be maybe a cultist killed a cultist, But why would a cultist kill a cultist? It was most obvious that one of the sisters, who everyone mistrusts and everyone who's aware of doesn't like, killed one of the cultists. Well, these cultists are very peaceful. No one in the kitchen. I don't think anyone else got let in, really. They didn't like the despondent women. Hello. Watch this. Anyone who hasn't seen this will love this. Pick up cat. Look at this. Now, if this isn't video gaming, then what is? And then it's gone again. Let's do it again. Let's just enjoy it one more time. Anyone who's never seen the joy in playing a video game just needs to experience this moment. That's so good. That's so good. I actually want to do it again. That's such good art. And I love the rotoscoping on it. Like, I do feel like someone put a GoPro on their head and picked up their cat to get those frames. It's so good. Like, that must be someone tracing over some pictures. It's just too good. No, the cat loves me. I had a friend in school who used to put their cat in a carrier bag and then swing the carrier bag around their head. And all of us were just like aghast. We were like, you can't do that to your cat. And our friend said, she genuinely likes it. And we're like, this is insane. You can't swing it. And she said, watch. And then the cat like kept pawing at her and then climbing in the bag. Well, I guess the cat likes it. I mean, yeah, fair enough. No, but I mean properly swinging it. We're talking about centripetal force. We're talking about the tests they do, like, to astronauts to make sure they can handle gravity on their bones. I mean, like, woof, woof, like it's a mace, like it's a morning star. Woof, 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 woof. Like you're going to launch it, like you're about to shot put it at the moon. Who doesn't love deep pressure? Cats are little freaks. CALF in the chat if you think cats are little freaks. Calf. Oh, it spells the name of another animal. That's just one of life's little accidents. Captain, if you're here, as an expert, how near the end do you perceive me to be? I feel like you said this took 1 to 2 hours, but I'm zooming into my like 4th hour or something. Yeah, hello, Captain. Do you think I've got another stream of this, or could I pinch this off if I played it for another half an hour? My 4-year-old niece was on a swing once, and I approached her to give her a little push. And she very politely told me she doesn't enjoy going faster, which I didn't see coming from a small child. Some children are very cautious and careful. I guess it's quite gendered as well. The shame a 4-year-old is under the yoke of gender. Oh, there's something under here, isn't there? I think maybe half stream is left now at the pace you're going. Dig, 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 dig. Did I just use all of my energy on dig? And there's nothing even there? It depends what ending you're going for. I don't even know. I don't know anything about that. Well, hang on. How do I save the game? How do I save? Yeah, but the kombucha's gone. I drank it. Okay. Okay. Maybe full rest? 662. I think I'm ready to put this away for one stream. We'll finish it off some other time. You can save when you quit. Oh, that's... you've reached full rest food delivery. Would you like to place an order? Yeah, can I have a kombucha? Tomorrow night. Okay. Oh, okay. So I think energy levels being what they are. Oh, hello. Hello. Hello? There's someone in here. I just don't know where. There's someone in here. Someone here wants to talk to me. Oh? Hello? Hello? Alright, I'm wrong. Press the channel button. Sean, the button is... I've done it now. It's gone. The radio's gone. Oh well. Okay. I think this is save and quit. I know I've messed it up. But you have to live with your own choices. You have to live with the life you lived. You have to live the way you lived. Alive. All right, save and quit. All right, and now we need a little bit of calm down. I think we need like a little bit of we just need a little bit of a sort of a vibey little calm down activity. Scrandle? I find Scrandle gets me a bit worked up. I wouldn't mind a dull, but I don't know if Scrandle always feels right. Another dull? I think another dull. Do you know Diagnosis Doctor? That was the complete opposite. I'm not in any way sad that we played Diagnosis Doctor, but it was not the end. We're not playing Game Dull anymore. Let's look. Bread Santa very kindly shared with me a big old list of dulls, and we could find a dull. Do you know, I'm not good at trivia, but I'm not averse to like doing a trivia one. I can't do maths. I think that's going to do my head in. Colours was very boring. Chess is too specific, although I do like chess. I'd like to get better at Mahjong. What's Pockle? We recommend, what is it? Oh, it texts. Oh, it's poker. Too specific. Times Daily Cryptic Crossword. I did the Minute Cryptic today. I like that the Friday ones are hard on Minute Cryptic. We struggled with this one. I bet you just aced it, KOT. Do you ever need any hints? I've got it in my head that you're like Yu-Gi-Oh! And you just absolutely deal with these things. It was tough today. Oh, you used a hint. I guess that's a rarity for you, huh? There's loads of video game ones. I am reasonably knowledgeable on video games. How long to beat daily challenge? No, that's boring. Guess the game? That's kind of what Game Dull is. If it's more like focused. Oh, I can't do these. I can't do these. I'm not doing. They're always just like, it's always like PS3, Xbox 360 level, first and third person shooter environments, and they always look the same. And it's not an area of gaming that I'm like desire to know anything about. What's Bone Dull? Guess the League of Legends champion. No thanks. Craft connections? Group 4 things in Minecraft that are related. Is it all Minecraft? Yes, of course, craft connections. Eater of Wordles? What game is that? It's not even available. Mesmer the Impaler is impaling me. Why have you said that? Framedle? What does this mean? Oh, Warframe. This would be a video game. That would be Binding of Isaac. What's Jingle.rs? Jingle? What's that background there? This could be like .rs, RuneScape. I need something that's just about video games and not specifically our game. Lots of Pokemon ones. Rain Doll, let's just assume that's Risk of Rain. Rune Doll, that'll be RuneScape. Silk Song Doll, that'll be Silk Song. Smash Doll, that'll be Super Smash Brothers. Snap Doll, that'll be Pokemon Snap. No, Marvel Snap, of course, that makes sense. Street Fighter Doll, these are all too specific. Zoom Out. So this is something that's been zoomed in on? I don't know. Wind Waker? Oh, this is more interesting because you zoom out. I already said Wind Waker. It was a good guess, though, I believe, because I said it. What are we zoomed in on here? Here, we can get things back to their original proportions now. You're playing the Elden Ring DLC. How are you finding it? Has anyone done the GCHQ card? What does that mean? I agree with you, Funky. Twilight Princess? It's a bit colourful for Twilight Princess. But I mean, I don't know. Yeah, these pillars are giving big Zelda. Twilight Princess. I don't know if we could do this. I don't know. Well, maybe these give some clue. I don't know. Divinity, Original Sin 2. I just don't have a clue. Oh, hello. Oh, could this be something of the night? Blood something? Blood. This is the blood thing? Not Fatal Frame. Fatal Frame is third person. What's that game made by the people who made Castlevania and it's like 2.5D? Symphony. I keep thinking of original Castlevania games. If Bird was here, Bird seems to know it. If only Bird was here. Blood. It's got something like blood or castle in it. It's got something in there to make you be like, oh, Castlevania. But it doesn't have Castle or Vania in it. Blood Symphony. It's got something like that in there. Blood. I might be wrong. It might not even be that, but I'll be close. Bloodstained. Is it Bloodstained Ritual of the Night? Green. Yes, it's Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. Yes. Very good. Okay, great. Okay, I can do this. Next one. Next. We'll do yesterday's. Overwatch. It's not, but it looks like Lucio's ultimate thing. Peggle. I don't know. What is this? Mario Strikers. That's really good. Let's go for the original. Oh, Plants vs. Zombies. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it's Plants. This is all right. This is okay. Let's put the music back on. This is too hard. Blueprints. Come on. Come on. Look at that. Yes. Yes. Okay, I like this one. This one's good. And they give you one a day. That's really good. So every time I do a stream, I can do this early on. This could be a civilization. I should be able to get this, I think. The way the trains are laid out. Yeah, I'm thinking civilization. I've not played the Victoria game, so it could be that a hex. I don't know. I think you can see actual mountains coming up and down. But I'm not thinking a recent Civ. I think even though it's all zoomed in, I think it's an older Civ. Let's go for Civ 4. Fucking get in! Oh, that is huge. That is incredible. This is my new favorite. I'm not getting this one. I'm not going to get this one. It's mad that whenever I'm like, let's put on something to sort of wind us down, this happens. It's not Donkey Kong, but I see where you're coming from. Actually, no, I haven't played the recent ones. Like, what if it's Tropical Freeze or something? N64? I don't know. I think the fidelity on these leaves is too good for N64. I think the little leaves are too small. Kingdom Hearts Tarzan level? Funky, that's good. So Tarzan features in Kingdom Hearts 1, right? Should we go for OG Kingdom Hearts? The graphics looks right for it. Kingdom Hearts. The credit for this will go to Funky because I didn't get that on my own. Really good. Really, really good. That's insane. That's insane. Harvest Moon. Harvest Moon. Or it is a pig. I think it could be Forager. Has anyone played Forager 2019? It came up as a Game Duel answer. Yes, exactly, Catbox. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Forager. Just because the art style looks right. Get in! Oh, wow. This is so good. The rush. The rush. No, I got to share the other one with Funky. I could ratify it because I have played Kingdom. Oh, God. It's not Sims. Yeah, but plum bobs are green always, aren't they? They're always green. This looks fantasy. And look at these wispy clouds in the background. This is fantasy. Yeah, it seems like you are a little bit behind. Yeah, but this isn't yellow or red. Yeah, and crucially, they're above a Sim's head. That's not a person below that. I'll zoom in a little bit. Oh. Doesn't really let me zoom too much. Can you all see all right with that? Not much bigger on my screen, really. I'm thinking it's a fantasy RPG, right? We're going to do we've got to do this one from first principles. That's a crystal. There's a weird structure. I know you're thinking Sims, but I think that's just this is a crystal that you're going to get after fighting a boss in a thing, you know? Does it also look like it could be a weather vane? Yeah. Well, that's not what Catbox is saying, but I'm trying to build on it. And it looks like it's going to have 4 prongs. It could be a thing you turn. Like it could be a tool in a thing. Glittermitten Grove? I've never heard of it. How confident are you, Dali? You have to appreciate we're coming off of an insane streak here. A weather vane is a device. Yeah, sure. It's just, yeah, sure. It's a tool. I want to say, for no reason other than the level of graphic, Bravely Default 1. And I don't know why I want to say it. There's crystals in that game. It has roughly that level of graphics. But, well, I've said it, but I haven't put it in. I don't think it is, though. No, I don't think it is. It's just the closest I can do. I'm going to put it in there because we clearly don't know. Either you know it or you don't, right? Oh, where's the original Bravely Default? How can you have Bravely Default 2 but not a Bravely Default? I don't mean Bravely Second. I mean Bravely Default, the original Bravely Default. We're really zoomed in. You've seen the zoom outs before, right? Not Bravely Default 2. I mean, maybe it is. Wasn't what I was thinking of, though. Bravely Second's end layer? Oh. Oh, okay. So we're in an isometric 3D environment. And there's something very interesting in this corner, which I can't really make out. Do you think it's going to be like... what's the second game by the people who made Bastion? I don't think Bastion, because I had more of a Wild West thing. But what's the one afterwards that had a bit more of like a cyberpunky, future-y, like Transceiver or something like that? Was it called Receiver? Or what's the second game they made after Bastion? Transistor. Is this worth a shot? No. Oh, Jotunheim. Jotun. Got it. Oof, all right. I'm still doing pretty well. It's a game that's got clouds in it. What game has clouds, huh? But it's in a very particular, like, hand-drawn, flat illustration style. Wind Waker? I don't think so, because it's flat. It looks like it's a 2D game. It doesn't look like a cloud that's in a 3D sky. Dust Force? Yeah, I mean, it's the right art style, but it's not a real game, apparently, unless it's 2 words. No. All right, the database doesn't have everything. But you are right. It looks exactly like Dust Force. Final Fantasy does have cloud, and they've never given up on letting you know that. They're never going to let you forget they got cloud. What game has this art style? A point-and-click adventure? I never played like the digitally enhanced like Monkey Island or something, but I know that had a kind of sort of a flat-ish illustratory style. Are those boost indicators? I mean, I don't know. They could be doing lots of things. Like wherever a cloud is, that's presumably at the top of the screen. That's also where you can have some UI bits. Bum, 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 bum. Let's just get a guess on the board. Let's get a bit more information. My Little Pony. Oh, really? I don't think I mean Pony Island. Paper Mario, though. Paper Mario. No, they'd have like a really thick black outline on the cloud, and the cloud interior will be white with a little bit of pillow shading. Nah, I just don't think they draw a cloud that way. A 2D Kirby? Yeah, but not a modern 2D Kirby. Not recently, I don't think so. Only when I think 2D Kirby, I think Kirby's Dream Land and stuff. Different art style. Dust Force was on the money. Just it can't be that. I like this one. I think this is going to be a regular one. The woolen Kirby was 2D? I don't remember a woolen Kirby, but presumably the clouds would be wool. We just need something. The Disney's Hercules action game for the PlayStation 1. Oh, is it? It's a platformer. It's a platformer. The platformer seems to have like different art styles. I want to be the guy. Battle block. I don't know what that is, but let's do it. I have no idea what this is. This means nothing to me. You can press square to use your vines. square to vine, I think. It's not Mario Maker. Definitively not. Worms? I don't think so. There's a fairy in a cloud. It's a Tetris? Oh, yes, because that's falling. It's a weird Tetris. But in a competitive Tetris, someone could be second. Why they're a fairy? Like fairy Tetris? What Tetris could this possibly be? Yeah, it's someone. A fairy is in second place, and you can press square to use your vines. But like a tetromino is falling from the sky, I think. Puyo Puyo? It just doesn't look like Puyo. I'm a Puyo Puyo fan, friend. And it's not Puyo Puyo. Is it a kart game? I don't know. I don't know. I can't pass out the elements I can see on this image. Trick Towers? I'm putting it in. I trust Dali. It's Tricky Towers. Yeah, okay. Never heard of it. Yeah, thank you, Sam. Really good one. I don't know if it is Elden Ring. I think I'd get Elden Ring in a shot. Oh, hello. Look here. We must be looking at water here because there's a reflection. That does look like a big skull. I'm just not sure. I just don't know. Pirate ship. Too painterly, yeah. I don't know what it does remind me of, though. You're probably right, Captain. I don't know if I could say for certain what it is. It's just helpful to know that we're looking down rather than up, which means that this here is the reflection of the sun, I think. Like, that will be the reflection of light coming from the sky. Should we just do a trash guess just to get a bit more info? And the trash guess, I don't know what the trash guess should be. A skeleton, fire, and water. It could be any fantasy game. I was thinking Sea of Thieves, but the skeletons don't look like it. Just categorically can't be that. But let's see more. Sea of Thieves. It won't be this, but we'll see more. This is a 2D game. This game's 2D. I don't know why, but I'm going to say Trine too. Not Trine, but Trine is part of the name. Then it's Trine. It's Trine. I'm quite good at this. Maybe this is going to be one for me, huh? Am I ever going to lose? Like, will I ever not win? This is insane. This is an insane run. This is a Sonic? Which one? The Disco? I don't think it's Disco. I could believe it's a Sonic. I was thinking Portal because of the white machinery. But I'm not going off a lot with any of these. I could believe it's a Sonic. This is Eggman Ship. There's just so many games. Should we put in like Sonic Generations then? That covers a lot of art styles. All right, see you, Banzo. I mean, I'm going to be ending the stream soon as well. The yellow doesn't feel Portal. I don't know. There's a lot of dangerous things in Portal. They should be putting up some danger tape. This is a satellite in space. That is the Earth beneath us. That is the Earth. Kerbal Space Program. That's smart. That's smart. Really good. Really, really good. No idea. No, do you know what? We'll leave it there. I don't want to churn through everything. That was a phenomenal run. Well done to Dali, Funky, and Catbox for getting some crucial stuff at a crucial moment. I've had a really good time this evening. I think streaming is so back. I think we are so back. We're living it big. I'm very much enjoying No, I'm Not a Human, but I will say I need to remember and stay true to knowing myself and not stream any more games that require me to read out large amounts of text. Nothing causes me to weary more than having to read aloud for a long time. You were very, very well behaved, Captain. You're becoming an incredibly high value chatter. Thank you, everyone. If anyone isn't already, I strongly recommend the Discord. Our Discord contains a little guy called Chobis, who I think you're going to love. I will see you all soon. Be well, be nice. Please enjoy your weekend. I hope you avail yourselves of the many cheeses our culture has to offer. Until then, see you soon. Don't forget Fish Christmas, which we call Fishmas, is next Friday. Hopefully I'll see many of you there. Be well, be nice. Enjoy the weekend. I will see you soon. Goodbye.
But it is 3 o'clock. Like, it happens to be 3 o'clock. So you've got, it's justified, right? Because it makes sense to look at a clock and think that will tell you the time. It's true because it is 3 o'clock and you believe it. But you haven't actually learned that it's 3 o'clock through the clock. It was just luck that you happen to be right through it. That's an example.
Right. Anyway, yeah, I'd love to get one of these new engines. And yeah, we need to be better equipped for off-road tires. And I need to make this guy's vibes are really bad. This guy's vibes are rancid and stinking. This guy sounds like you. Can you just shut up? I've never... This guy sounds like...